I would say a quick recap. Last session, you guys survived not just one or two, but three waves of undead hordes trying to protect a tiefling woman named Rin Emberfang, who was trying to make an antidote or a cure, for a possible cure, to cure people from the disease that is spreading across the city called Nordshire. You guys successfully survived the horde and returned to the east outpost of the city, where you guys entered, where you guys came from to enter the city of Nordshire, where Rain Emberfang made a deal with Father Hazel, a priest of Serenray, and who made a deal with him about, in exchange for the cure, if the cure does work, that she and her people would be freed from the city without harm, basically. Which Father Hazel agreed, and Narissa volunteered as the guinea pig to see if the cure would work. Where Gnarr escorted her inside the city of Nordshire, while the rest of you waited outside. The cure surprisingly did work, but Narissa was visited by her Patreon, which is Sir Honey Moonbow, the goddess of the moon, and told her about a bigger purpose of a mission that she needs to finish, or needs to complete, basically. That she doesn't know what it is, other than it has something to do with the amulet that she is currently wearing. You guys they came back, Gnarr and Narissa came back to find out that Narissa was okay, that the cure did work. And then you guys were visited by Karim, the assistant servant boy of the elder, and a boy that visited Arianwyn a few days ago, that letting him know about that the informant, known only as Hazel, is ready to talk to him tonight, basically, about some information that Arianwyn might find useful or important, whatever that information may be. As you guys ride the cart heading back to Dragosha, the city where you guys came from, that is where we're gonna continue. So you guys arrive at the city. I would say it would take you a few hours to arrive, less than a day, and by this time it is currently 3 p.m. basically.
Well, go ahead and close the book that I've been studying.
So you have 9 hours. You have 5 more days to finish that book within, and you have 9 hours basically, Gnarr, that you have used for the 48 hours.
I have 39 hours left that I have to study it within that daytime. Right.
I would say for the sake of this, Narissa and Saul would request it to be dropped off to the mansion to see the kids. Depending on where you guys want to go while this is happening.
So I'm sure that she'll want to go ahead and visit the kids, and I'm sure Saul is trying to
recover.
Yeah. Because he faced down the possibility of dying again, very realistically.
So where currently it is 3 p.m. In the afternoon. So where do you guys want to go, basically?
So, well, since we're back in town, I think it'd be a very strong idea to go ahead and try to maybe recover some more products for our go. So I've decided that I'm going to use a portion of my gold to get spell components for our spellcasters, because they've been very useful and generous with their abilities.
Are you looking for something in specific?
Well, I'm going to go ahead and take Shiina and be like, so I feel that earlier on, when we first started this journey, and you and Saul needed quite a bit of things to get started, I maybe was a bit short-sighted with the necessity that you and Saul would bring to our group. So I'm wondering if I can donate some gold to getting you some things that you might need. If that is okay.
Yeah, I know that Saul and I share some certain spells that do use up the same components. So it would be nice to have options for the both of us that we could both share.
Oh, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I run it around in my bag, hand her the ogre tooth, and it's like, I found this spell component with our while we were wading through the dead in Nordshire.
Oh.
It was the freshest one out of the batch, and I happen to know that based on looking at the shop when we were there or later, that ogre's teeth are a spell component. I just kind of wish that I would have kept that octopus head thing's head, because I'm sure that would have fetched a pretty penny. At the very least, it would be useful to you.
Yeah, I'm not sure about what Saul would be using for his spells. I can look and see real quick some of the things that I might need and just kind of list them off for certain ones that might help us out. I know that Saul was asking for powdered iron and or powdered silver for one of our spell components. The only thing that I'm concerned about is there is an alternative to use holy water. So as being an apprentice under, I guess, what Saul's profession or what he's, trying to become under his under Cord, I don't know if he can conjure holy water consistently, because he keeps getting injured. So I would rather have an alternative there, so we wouldn't have to utilize his energy to make holy water.
Mm-hmm. So technically, this would be a perfect time for you guys to go shop if you have the money to spare, and sell things that you guys don't need, basically.
Yeah, if we can replenish, that would be good. But I do have to say, one of the spells that we have, or actually a few of the spells that we have, require gems. So those particular spells, we may want to think about those first, because usually the ones that require more intense components have more power.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Okay. So, I don't know about the Unger Tooth. I'm just going through my spell book to list out some things. So you tell me, what you might be able to manage. Because I don't know how much gold you have. I don't have too much, but
I will give you 450.
Okay.
450 gold. So add that to your list. I think also Gnarr gave you 20 gold last session.
Yes, I did.
They gave you guys 20 gold last session.
I went ahead and used the money that I got to go ahead and give more money. And
okay, so there is one of our spells that we both share that requires a diamond that's worth 50 gold pieces.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can go ahead.
Yeah, you could buy a diamond 50 gold pieces. That wouldn't be too hard, basically.
Okay, I'm just gonna go through some of our components and see what.
But if it's not too specific, like for example, you just needed dust or sand, that would be not too much. Basically, that would be just one copper a piece, basically, for a bag of sand or a pouch of sand, or what you call
What
pieces
about
of
a small
metal.
amount of alcohol?
That would be that would be 1 copper, and that's not too much of if it's a
Okay.
small amount. Technically, you could buy a bottle of if you're looking for an entire bottle of ale or wine for just a silver, or so that wouldn't be too much basically, unless it's
Okay.
too specific.
Okay. I know that he also has his owl is a familiar. I know that this. I'm talking to you guys directly. His owl is technically his familiar, right?
That is correct. It is not
yeah.
technically an owl.
Okay. Because one of his spells that's for his familiar is like 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal or incense, but I don't know if he already has that in his stash. Because I would think he would, because he's got his familiar.
He would likely have it.
Yeah.
He has a spellcasting focus, which I think covers all the really
Yeah.
cheap basic stuff.
Yeah. So
Oh, good.
yeah.
Okay.
So technically, he has less problem
But he
with
can only use it if
components.
it specifically says that he can use a focus, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can use a focus in place of any components that don't have a GP cost. That
Yeah.
you know,
If it's not too specific, like for example, a diamond worth something gold, that
Right.
is something that he needs the diamond, and that is something that his focus cannot be used.
Okay.
But if it's just like small, not particular materials like sand, pieces of metal, then that's his focus. He can use his focus.
Well,
to
getting
use-
him powdered silver and iron would be
that wouldn't be too hard. I would say you could easily buy that for. I would say for 5 silver. Basically, you could buy 2. Basically, those 2 bags of 1 bag of of sand or powdered metal and powdered iron, basically, or powdered silver.
So, it would
So
be
that
like five silver each then.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, 5 silver for the powdered metal, and then probably 2 silver for the powdered. No, 5 silver pieces for the powdered silver, and 2 silver pieces for the powdered metal. So it wouldn't be that much.
Okay.
You could also what you call buy stuff that you guys technically want now that you have the free time to buy it. Yeah. Or if you like armor or weapons, this would be the time to buy it, basically.
Okay.
well, I don't know about y'all, but I know I could use me a a better crossbow than the one I've got. Something with a little more oomph behind it.
What crossbow do you have currently?
Currently, I just have a small hand crossbow. I was
Uh-huh.
looking at going and purchasing a +1 heavy crossbow.
I think that.
Okay. I'll throw 100 gold his way to help with that.
Okay, let me just.
Oh no, you don't
see.
gotta worry about it. I have plenty.
I'm still helping sponsor because you've helped me through more than one pinch. So if you want to look at it from a business standpoint, think it along the lines as we're business partners, and in order to ensure that we are both effective in our business partnership, you also have to have the tools of the trade.
Hey, well, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're quite welcome. I mean, we've pretty much killed an entire city of the undead. I mean, I don't know how else to really cement that. We did some cool things, people. I mean, we literally proved that we were professionals. That's why I said we want to consider a name for our group, because branding is everything, and especially if we're going to be doing this as we forge our own paths, and when the time comes we have to split up to go our own ways. This at least gives us something that cements our name in the history of this land.
Well, since we have a few magic users, I could offer up a suggestion. You don't have to take the professional work, okay? I was just thinking maybe Twist of Fate.
Also, this is the perfect time for you guys to plan where you guys want to go next. As well as talk to people that you want before you leave. Talk to people you want to talk to, whether the elder or the academy, or basically.
So I'm going to actually. I found a nice hybrid. You gave me a great idea. How about the Fateful Five?
Okay.
We are 5 people, and it has thrown us together a lot. And we definitely change the tides of wherever we go.
Arianwyn, are you gonna buy a crossbow?
Yes.
So it's 277 GP or gold pieces.
So I guess we'd have to vote on that next time where everybody's here. But what is the consensus so far? Fateful Five or Twist of Fate?
Or we could do the 5 Fates.
Hey, that's even spicier. I like that.
Doesn't necessarily mean that it's positive or negative. I like the connotation. I was also trying to think as long as our name is, if it's used in incognito, people can throw it into it in case, we need to have, like if it becomes an issue later on that people are looking for us, it's a way that we can use our name that could just be slid into a comment.
5 Fates work pretty good. I'm okay with that if you are.
Sounds alright to me.
Then it's settled. Assuming what Shiina and Saul feel.
Right.
We already have 3 votes for the 5 Fates.
So you're saying by default they lose, they just have to take the hit?
Technically.
Well, those are your words, not mine. It's more
okay. I see how we're playing this.
We still have to make sure that everybody is pleased with this, especially our diplomat. So
Right.
I'm just trying to be more positive. I'm trying to be proactive here.
I see.
We were originally just tossed together travelers from the road, and you were a student that was pushed onto people from an elder. So it seems that we have crossed swords with the enemy and survived several times, and have proven to each other not only to be valuable partners of the trade, but also willing travelers of the road, willing to coexist, dine together, and have a few laughs and good times. That's about as close to family as I've ever been. So,
well, anybody who shares orc bacon together, that's a family right there.
It is a family that shares a pound of pork bacon that stays together. Also, by the way, later on in the game, I'm going to go ahead and post a recipe that I found for orc bacon, so you guys can make your own orc bacon at home.
Yeah, I would say you would have the sufficient supplies for that. I would say it wouldn't be that much hard.
I'm talking about real world.
Oh, I see.
Do you actually have a real recipe?
I am a hospitality culinary major. So.
Are you really? I was wondering. You're pretty spot on with some of these.
That explains why.
That you're feeding us.
It's one of the tricks of the trade. That's also why I can go ahead and not only can I spin a yarn, I can also spin together a great pasta carbonara.
And when did you buy the crossbow? The +1?
Yep, I'm adding it to my sheet now.
Okay, so this did up to 77 gold.
Okay, so
already done.
How much would my quarterstaff? Is there a way to get a quarterstaff? Like a +1 or a plus something or other too? I don't really. I'm trying to avoid direct combat just because of the whole
Sometimes you need to
out
hit
of injury.
Wait.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a quarter stock plus 1 technically available to the store, and that's 300 gold
Oh.
pieces.
oh my gosh, that's a big hit.
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
going to go ahead and buy a
I mean,
couple things real
I mean, what you call Gnarr gave you 450 gold, right? So technically
but
that will
I'm
cover
using
it.
it also, like I'm sharing with Saul, so I just
But-
You can
Gnarr
also
gave
sell
you-
stuff that you have that that you got from Ivaran that you don't technically need because that
I
would
only have two. I have, including the 20, I only have 280 gold pieces that I've not. Or no,
you have
did
the
I go down
platinum
to
as
this?
well, the platinum pieces. That's I think you got. How much platinum did you get?
There was 20 apiece, I thought.
Was it 20 platinum or 20 gold?
20 platinum.
20.
And
no.
you had 20
Oh.
gold pieces last time.
So yeah, I
You got
had.
20 platinum to travel.
Just remember that one
I had
platinum is 10 gold.
260 gold last time, so then I have 20 platinum now. Okay,
So
I
that's 200
see.
gold
So that's
pieces.
200 gold pieces basically.
200
One platinum
gold
is
pieces.
10 gold pieces.
Yeah.
It's increments of 10.
So that would be.
So depending on what you got from Ivaran last session, because I don't have it right now with me.
Me, I'm going to go ahead and do the following.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to buy a healer's kit because we have a tendency to run out of healing potions.
So yeah, a healer's kit would basically if you need to if someone's unconscious, you could use that technically to bring someone back to life without using. As long as he's unconscious. If he's dead, then that is something the healer's kit cannot deal with. Something without using a healing potion, technically, as well as curing simple diseases or poison. That's another thing.
Okay, so I'll buy a healer's kit.
So that's 5 GP.
I'm deducting it now. I will go ahead and buy.
Are you buying the quarterstaff plus 1, Shiina?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll do that because
Okay.
I was thinking I could get maybe a dagger or so, but I remember that I still have that drow poison. Is there a way I can weaponize that drow poison?
Basically, that is something a rogue can do. Technically, they can put that on blades. Or technically, if
That's
you
what I
wanna
was
use
wondering.
that,
I have the
technically you
fixed
can
dagger
drop that in
and I
a.
know I have the shadow dagger that I got from Eberon. So I
yeah.
was thinking, can I use that to fuse into my daggers, the drow poison?
Yeah, but you won't be efficient with that because you're a wizard, and that is something that Arianwyn would be good at. So it's up to you if you want to sell the daggers or give it to him.
Can I just have Arianwyn? Arianwyn would you be game to get some daggers and put the poison on it, and then you can have daggers that have drow poison?
I do like poisons, yes.
Okay.
And I do have several daggers already.
I know.
Yeah. You can also sell that if you want, because technically it's up to you basically. If you're more into the gold part, you can just give the poison to him and he can use that for his other daggers. And if you wanna
Well, if I was going to sell it, I would do it for a ring. I was looking at a ring because girls got to have some bling.
yeah.
There was
Actually,
one that I was looking for. I wrote it down a while back, and I can't now. I was.
It's
trying
a
to
ring
find
of
it
protection,
earlier.
basically, but that's gonna cost
It
you.
How
Ring
much?
of Wait, one moment. It's a ring for protection, I think.
So
Yeah, I think in my
I think
original
it's
paperwork
my
I
guess.
sent you, I put it there. So that would be.
Or you can also go to the place where you bought the Hat of Disguise, basically.
Which one?
The merchant where you guys bought the Hat of Disguise.
Oh right, yeah.
Because he has magical
You gave him
stings
a lot
that
of
you might. The mystic Mythic shop, basically.
Or I could go to the wizard where she let us copy her second level spells. She might
Yeah.
have something like that.
Yeah,
too.
she has spell scrolls as well if you want that. You could also sell the daggers, basically. The daggers might be might cost might be what you call might help you buy other things and just give the poison to Arianwyn, basically.
Erwin or Shiina.
Yeah,
Not
because
Shiina, Narissa. Because
Yeah.
Narissa's rogue now.
yeah. So it's up to you, basically.
Okay, here's two things I'm going to go ahead and do with today. I'm going to go ahead and go back to that dwarf that smokes meat and everything else, since he knows the recipe for orc bacon now. I'm going to go ahead and commission 10 pounds of it.
Okay.
So I'm going to get 10 pounds of orc bacon from him.
That would cost you, I guess, 10
I'm
pounds.
just going to mark it down probably for 15 gold.
Nah, not even 15 gold. It would be less. I would say 5 copper, basically.
Oh wow, that's
no.
like a lot cheaper.
No, 5. I would say just 2 silver, technically.
Okay, I'll take 2 silver.
2 silver.
So-
It wouldn't be that much, technically.
Okay, so I bought 10 pounds of orc bacon, and I go ahead and divvy up 3 pounds each for Shiina and for Arwen. So, you guys have orc bacon.
One. So, Shiina, unless you go to the shop, to the merchant lot, the shop has what you call 2 rings that ring. Basically has 1 ring, which is the ring of water walking. So that's 300 gold pieces. That is.
Ouch.
He does have a cloak, cloak of protection +1. If you're looking for protection,
I already have the cloak.
yeah, you have that. Let's see. He has first level spell scroll. Basically, you can if you can put a spell on a spell scroll and you can cast that spell without using a spell slot or a component, basically.
Oh, okay.
So that's how spell scroll works. So basically, if you have a spell scroll, or unless that spell scroll has a spell already, technically that's only 60 gold pieces. So you could put a first level spell. It would when you cast the spell, it would get the you would use a spell slot, but the spell would maintain itself on the scroll. So when you use it for future uses, that spell would not cost a spell, basically. And then when you regain your spell slot, you have an additional spell scroll.
Say that one more time.
So basically, you have scrolls, right? And then
Yeah.
some spells have levels. So depending on what spell scroll you buy, because the only available to the merchant is a first level spell scroll, you can put any first level spell scroll in that spell, and then you could use that without any
using
spell
spell
slot.
slot.
But when you transfer your spell in that spell scroll, that's the part where you're gonna use spell slot, basically. And then when you get a long rest the next day, your spell slot would regain, and then that spell is still in the spell scroll. So now you have an additional first level spell.
Okay. So then, if I use the spell scroll, so if I expend the spell in combat from the spell scroll, does it erase it from the scroll, and I have to use another spell slot to put it in there again?
No. If you use the spell scroll disappears, basically. So the spell scroll becomes useless. So it's a one-time use.
Oh, okay.
But it's something to do before you go to bed, is to just make a scroll or 2, and then get some sleep.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. To prep for it.
So basically, when you sleep, you regain a spell slot, and the spell is still in the spell scroll. So technically.
Okay, I see what you're saying. That kind of makes sense.
There's also called Hat of Wizardry, if you want that. If you want an amulet, there's a Dark Shard amulet. You don't,
Dark Shard amulet.
so you don't know, yeah, you don't know what that is. You have to identify it. He has this, what you call an amulet with a dark crystal attached to it. A golden amulet that has a dark crystal. Some sort of ruby or emerald attached to it with darker shade of a gem. There's also...
So I would have to use a spell to know what it is. I'd have to use...
No, you have not identify, but you have to attune to it, or you have to... It takes you basically like the Hat of Disguise. It takes you 8 hours basically to identify the spell without using a identify spell. So technically, if you want to identify it now, you could use it identify. Basically, it's up to you. Or if you want to save your spell slots, you can just spend 8 hours trying to study the item, and then after 8 hours you gain the information that you need to identify it. If you go to the magic shop, there are spell scrolls available. They're gonna be costly, but depending up to you whether you want to use them, because the spells is already on the spell scroll and you could use them already without putting a spell slot, so it's up to you if you want.
Right, exactly.
So there's a spell scroll level 4 for counter spell, that's 400 gold pieces. There's a level 5 spell scroll for dispel magic, that's 500 gold pieces. There's a level 6 fireball.
I cast a spell that's higher than my level, right? Like,
yeah, you can. You
can
can.
Do that?
No, you can't. But by the time you reach the level, technically, because what level of wizard are you? Because you guys level up, depending on what. And then you level up your bard last session.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
No, yeah, the session before, I'm a 3 bard, 3 wizard now.
Oh, okay. So there's there's level 3 fly, basically, if you want that. That's 300 gold pieces. There's a spell scroll of gaseous form, that's 360 gold pieces. Spell scroll for claverance, that's 320 gold pieces. There's spell scroll for Leomon's tiny hut, that's 400 gold pieces. The cheapest would be water breathing, that's 2 spell scrolls of water breathing, 200 gold pieces each. That would be the cheapest. Oh no, yeah, that would be the cheapest spell scroll technically.
You said gaseous form. What did you say after gaseous form?
Gaseous for clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance.
That's 320 gold pieces.
Well, if that's the case, I would probably just get an empty one and use, based on what's been given to me, I can put whatever I want on it. I would rather just go with an empty one.
Depending on the level, so what you call... If you're gonna buy a spell scroll for a cantrip or a level 1 spell, that's gonna cost you 50 gold pieces for a cantrip and 100 gold pieces for level 1, basically. And then multiply that if you want. So if you want level 2, that's gonna be 200. Level 3, 300. Level 4, 400. Unless you're looking for a specific spell that is already embedded to the spell scroll, then that's the price is gonna vary.
Okay. See, I'd rather just get a blank one. I'm just looking at my spells to see what would be helpful.
No problem. First spell, level scroll. You can also buy potions in case you guys started running out. I think because you used so much of your potions last session, the greater and the regular. I think you used that for Saul.
I did give the greater one to Saul, and then I did the mana one.
Yeah, Oh, the mana one, not the regular. Okay, so
Right,
you
not
still
the
have...
not the regular one. So yeah, I could. I should probably get the greater. I'll get a greater heal. How much? Okay, greater healing potion. How much is
The
that?
greater would cost you... Boom, boom, boom. Where is it? The greater would cost you... Where is it? It's 200 gold pieces for the
Okay.
greater and 50 gold pieces for the regular. Currently, there's available to the merchant. There are 4 regular healing potions and 1 greater because I think Gnarr bought most of the stocks.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
There's also there's also an if you want a ring, he has the ring of water walking and the apprentice ring of distance. So you don't know what that does, but you can ask the merchant basically.
Apprentice ring of dentist.
No, apprentice ring of distance basically.
Distance. Oh, I heard that wrong.
Yeah, sorry. I'm gonna...
That would be apprentice ring of distance. I was like, wow, I'm gonna have great teeth.
Moment. Oh yeah, so it's up to you. You can, if you don't know the spells, you can just ask the merchant, and he's gonna give you hints of what the spell is. If you're not sure.
Well, I would like to ask the merchant what the apprentice ring of distance does.
So as you approach this, what you call a turban guy, this human man with a turban guys, and he says, "Ah, that's perfect use for you because you're a wizard. Basically, let's say it makes your spell reach farther."
Oh,
It increases the distance that you're able to cast.
does it also make it more accurate?
Well, if it can reach the target from a far away distance, that could be helpful.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
it would. I
So-
think I like that,
Yeah.
and it gives me some bling.
So that's 80 gold pieces basically.
Oh, nice.
So it's a simple silver ring etched with a swirling pattern, basically. So you have a silver ring with vines, with purple vines curling up to it, or gold vines attached to it. So it's a common ring. It's not attunement, so technically you don't have to worry about that. You can just put it on, and it will automatically work, basically. So when worn, the ring doubles the casting range of range offensive cantrips you cast. So if you have cantrips that are range, so for example the range is 150 feet, it's now
Right.
300 basically. So you could reach a target from 300 feet away, or
So it's gonna double it.
Yeah.
Then.
because per box is 5 feet. So let's say 150, or for example your range is 60 feet, so that's 12 boxes basically. So now you could reach a target from 24 boxes or 120 feet away. So yeah, it automatically works if you put the ring on. You don't need 8 hours basically for it to work, like the Hat of Disguise.
Nice.
So keep that in mind. So deduct 80 gold pieces, unless you're buying it. So depending to you. There's also called Ring of Water Walking. Water walking. If you want that. There's a Hat of Wizardry. So it's up to you if you want to buy them. If you want to ask about the amulet, that's also up to you. So it's up to...
Would mercury cost me extra? That was one of the. I forgot to ask you that earlier about one of my spell components. Is mercury, that's something, because I feel like that would be something I'd have to pay for. 'cause it
Mercury,
just seems-
spell components. Mercury would be 5 silver, I would say, for a vial, for a jar. So
Yes,
that wouldn't
yeah.
be too hard, unless it's like dragon's blood or something like that. That would be specific.
Right.
But if it's just like melted metal, that wouldn't be too hard. So these are I already posted you the items and their price for the merchant in case you guys want something in particular. So that's currently what he has in stock.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And for wizards, if you're looking for a spell, depending on when you reach your certain levels, here the spells that the magic shop has.
Ooh, nice. That's a pretty good... The counterspell one's nice.
So the highest they can sell is level 6 or level 6 spells. They cannot sell higher than that because they're not allowed to provide powerful spells to wizards unless they're gonna have problems with people casting powerful spells in the public, basically.
I'm just
Also, if you
looking at
guys want armor, might as well show that. So yeah. So yeah, one moment. So unless you're done, we could pass the day, and then Arianwyn can meet his informant by tonight, and then you guys can plan in the future where you guys wanna head next, and then we'll end it from there. One moment. Yeah, what is it?
I'm gonna go ahead and I put in the chat the rings that I'm looking for.
Okay.
They're uncommon, so there's a chance that the city might have them.
The mallet won't be. That is something you have to look. Basically. Oh yeah, that's Kidder mallet. Yeah, that is something you have to look. If it's specific, yeah. Is that the only ring that you're looking for?
No, there's also the paired twisted rings.
Yeah, that is something you also look, basically. If it's has a specific name.
That's fairly common spell, so I figured it would not be an uncommon. The Kinder Mallet is a special one. I appreciate that, but like I said, they're both uncommon rings.
I'm gonna look that up. Wait, give me some. Maybe you're lucky to see if.
Ooh, wait! I see something. I'm interested in.
Okay. One moment.
That headband of intellect.
Headband of intellect. Yeah,
the 280 GP.
Yeah, I'm guessing that increases your intelligence plus something.
Yeah, it does increase intelligence. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna give it to Saul because it's something he could use.
That's true. Everyone just kind of gets Saul shit.
Wait one moment. One moment. Where's the unless also if you guys want to buy armor, basically, where is it? Blacksmith.
I know it's on the Facebook page. I got the,
I got it.
I got the pictures up.
I actually got it as well. So now would be the time. I can't find the ring that you're looking for, Gnarr, Chris. Currently,
What,
the twisted one first.
Let's see if I can find it.
5E ring. It says DnD. Oops, for frick's sake. Paired rings of illusion, magic, paired twisted rings. Is that in 5e? Because I can't find it.
Huh.
Yeah, I can't find it. I'm gonna try the other one.
And,
What's the name of the ring again?
Paired twisted rings. It's not showing at Roll20 and D&D Beyond, so it means they haven't implemented that. If it's not in Roll20 or D&D Beyond, I would say... Oh, the Death Kinder Mallet is here. Oh, because it's homebrewed. That's why. Ring and color required. This ring was known Paladin Champion. Yeah, that is something you cannot find. The Death Kinder one, definitely. There's something you cannot find. I already read it. As for the other one, I can't find it for some reason.
Okay.
Unless you have a link, you can send me the link where you saw the first one.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll send you both links that I'm gonna do real quick.
You guys said. What did you want? The
headband of intellect.
Headband of intellect. Where is it? Okay.
That's one of them I'm looking for.
Yeah, you had it. You posted it here in the chat. 280 GP.
Yeah, I'm currently. Okay, yeah, that you can buy that if you want. So
Yeah,
basically,
I'm a gift for Saul for, making us not die during the whole zombie thing.
so you could ask Sheena to identify it, or you could spend 8 hours because it requires attunement, basically.
What am I identifying?
The headband, because it's attunement. So attunement takes time for you guys to figure out what it does, because it's more. That means it has a more powerful.
So if I figure it out, then I can.
Yeah. If you want to, or Arianwyn can just spend 8 hours studying it.
Those are.
Or you can, or technically you can ask the merchant. He'll give you hints, or I'll give you hints.
So those are 3 right there that would be fairly uncommon and would be about 300 gold pieces easy.
One moment.
Those are links in the chat.
As a player myself, I know what that headband does. Arianwyn would probably have like an idea, but he'd ask. He would ask the merchant about it.
This is something you have to look for: the Covetous Gold Serpent, as well as the Kinder Mallet. The paired one, where it is, one fist, one adjustment fingers. When the rings are together, bonus action they gain. Yeah, this is something you also have to look for, unfortunately.
Okay.
At least the merchant doesn't have it.
Let's see.
There's the armor if you guys are looking for armor that you wanna buy. Also, Sheena, if you wanna sell the items that you currently have or the magical items that you guys have, technically you can sell those.
Okay. I'm gonna think about it.
Because you guys found.
I had quite a few things, but I know that.
Because if they're magical, they could cost a lot if you sell them.
Right.
And if you're good at bargaining, unfortunately Narissa is not here right now, which is gonna be a challenge. You guys could high up the price, depending.
But she gets more focused on things going on in the shops than anything.
Here we go. Here's one that I'd like to look for. I don't know if it would be something that... Here we go. I'll put the link in the thing. Otherwise, I'm going to just go ahead and buy some bangles for my horns, and I'm going to ask Sheena if she would also like to bling out her horns as well.
What?
The DMA
There's really stuff to bling out your horns?
Yeah. This is a town that has Dragonborn in it, so why wouldn't there be bangles and stuff for you to go ahead and bling out your horns? And since I am also a horned creature, I can enjoy that same
Awesome. That sounds amazing.
So we will go ahead and glow up, girl.
Right.
The Swiss armor ring, I would say no as well. That is way too specific. So yeah, that is some. Yeah, you have to. Yeah, there's also none. I mean, you can have someone do that for you at a blacksmith and a magic shop, but it's gonna take time.
I guess there's no blinging going on.
Well, no magic blinging.
No magic.
But we could at least go to a standard jewelry shop and have our horns outfitted correctly.
Yeah, that's true. I'm only down to 80 gold pieces, and I haven't broken it apart with the copper and silver that I've spent for stuff.
Alright,
So I'm
I
very...
will go ahead and I will treat Sheena to a prim and proper with myself.
Ooh.
So are you guys gonna buy more stuff, or
Yeah,
are you guys good?
taking Sheena with me to go to the jewelry shop, and we are going to get our horns outfitted with bangles. So they're basically gold rings that we put on our horns and have them taken care of as we want.
Are you? What type of metal are you?
I'm just gonna do gold and silver.
Okay, let me just
Yeah.
see how much that costs on the enchanting gem.
Oh, we don't even have. These aren't even be enchanted.
Oh no, what you call the price of gold and silver. Technically, and their
I
services.
see what you're saying. Okay.
There's also there's actually different shops. You could visit the other shops. Basically, there's a pet store. Technically, if you want that, there's the enchanting gem. Customers. I would say I'll go. I would say that would take you 5 gold pieces if it's gold, and 5 silver pieces if it's basically.
Okay, how many would that? How would that cover each horn?
No, that would cover 1 basically,
Okay,
So
so
that's-
I will drop.
and then 10
drop
10 silver
100 gold
pieces
pieces.
or 1 gold for the silver.
Okay, I dropped 100 gold pieces to go ahead and get outfitted for me and Shiina. I just feel
Wait,
like
are there hoops or just small rings?
they are
hoops is-
rings that go over our horns. I'm gonna do something specific, and I'm going to make sure that she has 50 gold pieces to go ahead and do whatever she'd like to her horns as well.
Okay. So it's gonna be for 1 hoop or 1 ring, because basically this big.
Yeah, I'm
Not
basically
too big.
I'm doing 2 gold bands for my horns, and I'm having them
So that's
embed in the sides of the horns.
okay. So that's gonna be gold plus, let's say, 2 gold pieces. So that's gonna be 14 gold pieces all in all for both horns.
Sure, and
That's
that's,
what
what I'm calculating in. So there's that, plus the silver pieces that will be embedded in the horn straight up. So
Okay.
basically, I'm having the gold is going to be etched with runes.
Oh, if
the runes
it's
react-
runes, it's gonna be more expensive. And if you're gonna want
Oh,
gems attached to it,
They're not going to be enchanted. It's
no.
just going to be,
If you want gems attached to it, like small pearls, small
no
diamonds.
gems.
Oh, no gems.
No gems
Okay.
for me. It's just going to be gold and silver medallions that will be embedded in the horns leading back, and each of them will have different runes for strength, power, and glory.
Okay.
So that's what
But
I'm dropping. So I figured 50 gold pieces should cover that.
Yeah. Probably it would be. I would say 20, more or less 20 gold pieces would be enough to
20
cover
gold
for
pieces
both
per horn.
both horns. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 10 gold per horn. How about you, Shiina? Are you gonna spend
And
the 20
she has
gold?
50 to spend on however she wants to go ahead and treat out her horns.
Okay, so if I'm trying to understand how this horn stuff works.
Basically, they're just for fashion. They're not gonna help you in combat, basically.
They're not going to really help you in
Right.
combat, but you will look nice. It'll be like going to the store and getting your ears pierced or gauged.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So then I will use what are the materials I can use for these?
Basically, basically you don't need materials. You just have to pay them, and they'll provide you the materials, and they're gonna make the piercing for you, for your horns.
So like gold, gems, silver,
So if-
whatever metals you want.
If you want silver, that's gonna cost you at least 20 silver, and if you want gold gold rings attached to your horns, that's gonna be 20 gold. If you want
Can
rose
I use
quartz,
silver that's like
silver is
laced in like iron or copper like wire kind of thing for decorate
yeah, that
Can I do
would
that?
cost you 20 silver. So that's like 2 gold pieces basically, and you have
Okay, so then I'll do that. I'll do silver and have iron and copper
that wouldn't
twine.
be that wouldn't be too hard. So that's 2 gold for both horns basically. So you have basically a ring that has intertwining with a copper and metal basically on your horns attached. This about
Okay.
this big, about
And I'm
about 2
gonna
inches
ask
big.
them, and I'm gonna ask the person to make the copper and the iron like detachable. So like if I wanted
Yeah.
to manipulate it and change its shape, I can do that. You know, change it up.
Yeah, that's not easily possible. You can
Okay.
just attach it like basically a necklace, so there is a hook.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I
there.
was thinking of like they have rings that have it to where like you can
Yeah.
when you take it off your finger, it's like 3 separate pieces that are connected together, but then you can
Yeah, that would be done.
manipulate them to come back together again. Yeah, like that.
So
Yeah.
that's not hard enough. So they will make that easily for you for 2 gold.
Okay.
Anything
Alright.
else?
I'm putting a link in for what the medallions are going to look like on the horns. Just look at the tieflings gold embedded medallions.
You
It'll be like
guys could also what you call the dwarf, where you guys got the 4 diamonds. You can also go there. Let me check where the pictures. So there are specific shops that you guys could visit. There's the Enchanting Gem, the Wayfit's Locker, where you got the 4 diamonds basically out of pure luck. There's the Garal Mystic Shock if you wanna visit that, you see, and there's the pet store.
Okay, well, I guess I'll stop by the pet store.
Okay, so you guys, Gnarr, you entered this gigantic building that smells of animal fur and basically lemure or fertilizer, basically, and
Okay, so I go up to the doors and say,
you open the door and the door hits a bell, and basically you see the desk at the far corner of this room. You see a woman, an older woman, sleeping with a cat on her lap, sitting on a rocking chair, and it's a bit noisy and it smells like basically like fur, and there's a lot of cages. You see different sizes of creatures like small cubs, dogs, cats. You see the quacking of birds and parrots at the window side. There's an aquarium on your right, basically, with different fishes, and even there are cages that looks like they have snakes in them. Okay.
recording for my personal things, what I've been buying. Okay, so I come up and I say, hello. So, I see that you have a variety of different pets. As you can see, I am a unusual individual, and I require an unusual pet. What pets do you have that might suit me?
The older woman is not paying attention to you. She looks like she's sleeping. The cat just looks at you, and then goes back to sleep.
Hello, cat. Wake your owner.
And then you hear another a woman. Sorry, can I help you? As the door opens at the side, and you see a woman coming out with a dirty apron and dark brown hair that has pointy ears, so that she looks she's a half elf, about 40 years of age more or less, and she's just trying to clean her off herself.
She's pretty young.
Yeah. So the elder lady is about somewhere near 60s more or less, mid 60s.
Okay.
There's a
so-
woman. Yes, can I help you?
Yes, you can. So as you can see, I'm kind of an unusual person, and I was wondering what kind of unusual pets you might have for an unusual person.
Well, that depends. Are you looking for something in specific? What type of animal are you currently looking? We have
Well, here's the
lots.
best part about this is that in my clan we believe that your companions choose you, not the other way around. So it would just be one of the things where if a
Oh, someone joined
animal-
us? Wait, who's joining? Oh, Armani! And Armani joined us. I thought you guys were not joining.
Oh, what is it? Angelica's still busy. I managed to, finish everything I needed to.
We're not doing anything important. You're just doing a
Buying
shopping
stuff.
episode, basically.
We're buying stuff. Me and Shiina went on a pamper and prim, and I am currently looking at pets.
Okay.
So
And
technically,
Arianwyn bought himself a new toy and a gift for you.
okay. So
Like if
okay. Basically, as you guys are currently shopping, you see Saul running around looking for you guys, and then yeah, you see Saul technically.
Hello, Saul.
Currently, Narissa is with the
what I
kids.
missed.
Not too much. But I bought a new toy. These two have been buying stuff for them, and I found you a present.
So basically, this is a golden
Oh.
headband with a silver trim at the sides, and has small gems attached to it, small red ruby gems attached to it, and pearls apparently, small pearls attached to it. You can touch it, and it appears to be magical. There is a slim glow to the gems. You can definitely tell. So you can identify it, Saul, or you could spend your time for 8 hours trying to attune to it, because it looks like it's powerful.
I guess I'll just attune to it because it's a gift, so it shouldn't be anything bad.
Yeah, okay.
It should not be anything bad.
If it's bad, I'll be very sad, but otherwise it should be.
No. By identify, I mean if you want to find out right away what it does. So technically.
I just look at them like, what is this fancy thing? I don't usually wear fancy things.
So it's like a headband, basically.
It's a bit flashy, but the person at the magic shop said it would be handy for you magic-y types.
Oh, okay. Well then, thank you for the gift. I'll attune to it right away. I suppose as I go concentrate on it for 8 hours, just staring at nothing but the headband. Bumping into people while I try to follow the group.
Okay.
When they stop, I bump into them.
Gnarr, as you're asking, the woman looks at you and says, "Well, we have a baby grizzly bear, who's tough. You can train it. That's up to you."
She says, "Gnarr, we're not going to get a grizzly bear. Do you know how much food we would need to feed it as it grows?"
Yes, I also realized that grizzly bear would be an excellent traveling companion and would definitely help us hunt.
Well, if it's just a companion or something that helps you fight, it's up to you. We also have 2 baby tiger cubs.
Okay, well,
Oh my god, tigers too?
so
Well-
I just kinda,
Circus drop
Oh,
off
trust
their
me,
babies?
there was one party a few years back who went here with their very own bear.
so the bear had babies.
Well,
Dear.
no, the owner had a bear, an adult bear, come in my shop. So, just imagine that.
Come on.
Well, I appreciate
We
that.
also have baby dogs. We have baby wolves, if you want. We have 3 kittens. We have an owl bear, if you want.
Okay.
If you want a turtle, we have a baby stone armadillo turtle. We have snakes. We have a parrot, a bird. We have different
Got
types
any
of fish.
dart frogs? That might
Frogs.
Dogs?
Frogs,
I
we
said
do have
dart
frogs for
frogs.
5 gold, basically, if you want. A small frog.
DM, you said everything in Tasha's is available now, right?
I think so, yes. If it's in Roll20 and D&D Beyond, because I'm not sure if they implemented it, but I think they
Okay, so are they like trying to buy an animal companion?
I'm looking at
basically,
Animal Companion.
yeah,
right now,
pet
yes.
store, basically.
Okay, DM, in Tasha's, like, Okay, so DM, just as a disclaimer, are they buying an animal companion as a sidekick or just a stagnant animal?
I don't know. That's up to them.
Well, here's the fun thing about this. I've decided that I'm going to go into the shop, and whatever animal decides that I have to be its owner, it's going to let me know.
Okay, so what are you looking for? Because there's a lot. There's also an owl. There is a hawk, basically an eagle. There are wolves, tiger cubs. There's a gray owl. There are dogs, wolves, kittens, an owl bear. There's a lizard that has orange scales, sharp scales around it. There's different types of birds, a parrot.
Arianwyn just heard frog and started freaking out a little bit.
Yeah, you see there's a chill on Erwin's hair when he heard the word
What is
frog.
wrong with you, Arianwyn, with these frogs? Like, what's up with that?
I don't like frogs very much.
Bad experiences with them?
We have two baby tiger
bad,
cubs.
Maybe a couple drunk a little too much.
Bad dream about a frog once. They killed me.
Oh, okay. I guess they licked you to death, huh?
In terms of food, you don't have to worry about food. We can sell you a 1-week pet ration for 1 gold. And we also have a bigger size for 10 gold if you want a 1-month pet ration with a brush. 2 small bottles for animal medicine in case something bad happens, so that's 5 gold. And if you want the large food pouch for a year pet ration, that's 10 gold with a brush for small bottles of animal medicine.
Okay. So, let's see. I'm looking
Any
at
of it warming up to you, Gnarr? You feeling
that's
any?
not really up to me. The question is, which ones are warming up to me? I want to see what the DM rolls. This will be interesting.
Okay, what animal are you approaching, basically? Because there's a lot.
I'm walking up to each of them and still extending my hand,
Okay, I'm gonna roll a d20 then.
seeing which one warms up.
Okay,
Sheena's just
1,
poking
2,
her
3,
nose
4,
and-
5,
and
6,
just
7,
observing.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, wait, one moment. 1, 2,
I'm playing with the
3,
wolves, the
4,
baby
5,
wolf
6, 7, 8,
pups,
9,
whatever you
10,
wanna call 'em.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. What you call... roll, animal handling check.
Ooch.
Gnarr?
Yeah, Gnarr.
Okay.
Because he's the one looking for a pet. Unless you're also looking for a pet, so it's up to you which you want.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 plus 0.
Yeah, no one's paying attention to you. As if they look at you and they don't see any food on your hand and they just lose interest right away.
Okay, well then I will try with food. I will put both food in my hand this time and just kind of walk through and see who pays attention this time.
Okay, roll. I'm gonna roll another d20.
That is a
17.
12 this time.
12. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Roll animal handling check.
18 plus 0, so 18.
18. One of the kittens approaches you, Gnarr. This what you call black orange furred kitten, small kitten approaches you with gold yellow eyes, basically.
Oh, hello kitten.
And he's looking at it. It doesn't paying attention to you. He's more looking at the treat that you have.
Okay, so is this an actual kitten or a tiger?
It's a cat. It's just a cat, unless you want the tiger.
Oh my god, it's a domestic cat. Hilarious.
So he
Very
just goes
fun,
ahead
very
and
fun.
feeds the treat to the cat.
He munches on it.
Okay, anything after that?
He's just looking at you after finishing the bill.
Hello, kitty.
The woman approaches and says, well, if you want that, that's 20 gold each for each kitten.
Jesus, those are expensive cats.
Wow.
Cats. So,
Did that cat grow big or something? And like,
Well, taking care of
Whoa.
it is one thing. We have to make sure they're groomed, they have baths, they have food.
cats bathe themselves.
That's true. They do.
Scale mail itself costs like 50 gold pieces. Jesus.
So what does, how big are these cats supposed to get?
Well, they're just normal cats unless you're looking for a tiger. Then that's 60 gold each.
Well,
Or the cub, basically.
It didn't look like that the wolves or anything were really interested in me anyway.
I mean, that's up to you if you warm up to them. They're cheaper. 30 gold each for a baby wolf.
So, I go up to one of the, it's like, so the cat, I stroke its head, and I'm going to go ahead and make a second go around in the thing, because it's like, okay, I've got attention, so this time I'm going to do this. I take a piece off of my orc bacon, and I'm going to walk through the shop and see who pays attention to orc bacon.
Roll a d20. Roll a d20.
That one, I rolled a 5.
5. Okay, one of the tiger cubs is looking at you.
Well, hello. Let's roll animal handling.
Okay, roll animal handling.
17.
Yeah, he's looking straight for the bacon in your hand.
Okay, I'll give him a piece of bacon, see how he likes it.
He eats it.
Okay. Animal handling one more time. That's a 10.
He's just looking at you.
So then I hold my hand out and see if he wants to give affection or if he's just like, where's more bacon?
He's in the cage basically. He's in the cage. So
Okay,
unless you ask the lady to open the cage for you.
So I just go ahead and ask him to open the cage, and I'm gonna put my hand in and see what happens.
So she nods. She takes up a key on her neck, basically. She has this necklace with a bunch of keys in it. And then she opens it, unlocks it, and grabs one of the tiger cubs, basically, and puts it in your arm. It sniffs your hand, basically, and then goes around your back like a cat, basically, looking for some treats. And then you see him crawling into your bag, trying to see if there's any treats in there. And then just crawling. You're not sure if he's getting used to you, but so far, that's what he's doing. The lady looks at you and says, "Interested?"
Hungry baby, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
So I will roll one final animal handling with this creature and see if he actually listens or not.
Okay.
And the answer to that question is no. And I rolled a fat 8.
Yeah, he loses interest and then goes back to the cage, basically, and then just lays down.
Okay. So I'm like, nope, I don't think I am supposed to have pets. But I got to see a bunch of different pets.
So the lady closes the door, the cage, locks it again. Well, how about the rest of you? Are you gonna buy anything?
Nope. I'm save the little bit of money I've got left.
Same here. I only have a little bit left.
He looks at you, Saul, as you're looking staring. How about you, good sir?
He's AFK.
Oh, he's AFK. I see.
So our like Saul's just deep in thought and looking at different cages.
Okay, so what about okay, so anything else you guys wanna buy? Or do you wanna
So what I'm gonna go ahead and do then is I'm going to buy one of the cats and I'm going to send it home to the mansion so that we have a house cat.
Okay, so that's 20 gold pieces per kitten, basically.
Okay.
All right. Orphanage got a cat.
So, do you want to take the cage or do you want me to deliver it?
Just deliver it to this address, insert address here.
Okay. So she nods and says, well then, I'll have it delivered as much as I can. Anything else?
No, I think that's been very helpful. You have a bunch of different animal wares, and I would probably watch for that owlbear as it gets older.
Oh, don't worry. We have ways to tame it.
Oh, I bet you do. but they are definitely not a creature to be taken mildly.
Well, I've seen someone bring an adult bear, so maybe I'm lucky.
Adult bear, but an owl bear? Owl bears are...
Oh, Katie, if you want an owl bear, this is what they look like. I think...
Yeah, please. Because I'm like, I am not.
It is essentially
I'm
a
sure
grizzly bear
I'm wrong
with
in
a
what I'm
horned
picturing
owl's
in my
face.
head.
Wait. So basically, it's like a bear with an owl head, basically, and
It's-
So it's got a beak instead of a big
Yes.
roaring mouth?
Yeah, owl bears are like monstrosities. They're not
Yes,
venomous.
they're terrifying. They're also...
but they can be
Griffin would
tamed
be?
technically.
Yeah, they're like a griffin, but more monstrous. Anything
Okay.
stronger?
I'm finding a picture for one, and this is actually the one from Baldur's Gate.
No, I got it. Wait. A tab, basically. I got it.
There you go. I put it in the chat. That's what owlbear...
Oh, here's one
Absolutely.
as well. I'm not sure if you're seeing it.
That is what an adult owlbear looks
Oh
like.
yeah. But
Oh my gosh.
They get to be mean.
So here's the big question. Does it hatch from an egg?
no, they're like
Or
bears,
is it a live
basically.
birth?
They're actually live birth.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So just like a bear,
that's-
except an owl with an owl head.
But yeah, the cub companion, if you check that link in the chat, that's what owlbear cubs look like.
Yeah, they're cute. Basically, if you
Oh, that's adorable.
yeah, obviously they're cute, just like a dog, basically.
Like babies. They're cute when they're little, and then
Yeah.
they get older and they get an attitude.
Yeah. So technically, that's
Heck.
what. It is.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
And the lady approaches you and says, when you train them, they can do things for you, like carry your bags, or they could be like a riding horse.
So
if
you can
want.
ride it?
Yep.
He gets
The
big
real
enough.
question is if they can be your
Shiina
size
can't.
thing.
She'd crush that poor thing.
Oh no,
Oh,
they're
actually, no, you won't.
no, they're probably
Look,
very
Brad,
strong.
send me the link real quick.
Oh, really? Okay.
So
There's
rather
a link
than
real
renting
quick.
a horse,
Are
you could have a bear.
Elf Ranger riding on an owlbear.
There's literally pictures for this stuff. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There is, yeah, they get big. Like, you know how big grizzlies get?
Yeah.
They're essentially the size of grizzly bears, only they have owl feathers
Yeah,
and an owl face.
an owl
So-
head, basically.
Do they have wings?
They
Can they
do have
fly?
mock wings, but they're essentially as useless as...
Yeah, they don't
penguins
fly,
as far as
basically.
flight.
Okay.
If you want something that flies, we have an eagle or an owl, perfect for getting. I guess one time a rogue bought an owl for scouting. I'm not sure what that scouting means, but yeah.
Well, that wouldn't help me unless I had a ring for communicate with an animal.
Yeah, I have spells that do that, but I'd be exhausted.
So anything else you guys want to buy?
Well,
Or
let's see.
if
I'm
not,
actually
we're
gonna
gonna
think
go
about
on
this real
with
quick, 'cause I have an idea now.
because Armani has to meet someone by the end of the day. So technically.
Well,
no,
Saul
sorry, no.
also-
So Erwin, sorry. Not Armani.
Saul also kind of just wants to go to the blacksmith because he did enough push-ups to become a fighter.
Oh, yeah.
I
Okay.
leveled up.
Okay, what are you buying,
Oh, yeah,
Saul?
we can go back.
What are you buying?
He's gonna buy a scale mail and shield.
Oh, okay. So a
Scale
shield.
mail with normal scale mail is 50 gold, I think, and then a shield is how much?
Wait. I have it.
Non-enchanted, just normal. And a normal shield is 10 gold.
One
So
moment.
could I buy it?
Yeah, I would say you buy a wooden shield if it's 10 gold. Yeah.
And then just normal scale mail?
The scale mail. One moment. I'm gonna check the armor.
It's just normal scale mail, it's not magical or anything.
Yeah. If it's a scale mail, how much? Wait, how does scale mail cost? I forgot.
50 gold according
It
to
was on your
D&D
list
Beyond.
that you should-
Yeah, it's 50 gold. Yeah, that wouldn't be hard. So you have a scale mail and a wooden shield.
Alright, Saul's putting them on, and he's just like, this feels very odd, but comfortable.
Yeah. You hear the jingling of metals, basically.
Yes. And Saul just comes back, heavily armored.
Looking good.
Anything else you guys
He's like, I'm
wanna?
feeling good. I'm feeling a lot better and a lot safer.
Anything else you guys wanna buy?
I wish I had enough money for a +1 quarterstaff, but I don't, so I'm good.
How much are you short?
I'm short about 140 gold.
It's 300 gold pieces, by the way. A quarterstaff +1.
Yeah, I'm short about 140 gold.
I could help with that. I have 157 gold left, so I can just sport you the 140 you're missing.
Then DM, can I go buy
Yeah.
it if Arianwyn spots me?
Yeah, that's not a problem. You get a quarterstaff +1. That means you're out of gold, technically.
Yeah.
How much is the quarterstaff again?
The quarterstaff +1 is 300 gold pieces. You bought one, right, Shiina?
Yeah, but I don't think that I'd be able to get the other things though if I did that.
Okay, so what other things are you buying technically? Because Gnarr, I think Gnarr.
I wanted to get.
No,
the,
Gnarr gave you 450 gold. Remember?
Yeah.
So technically, you have 150 gold extra.
150 gold extra.
I gave you 450 gold total.
Yeah.
450 total.
Then you have the gold that you have.
60.
The reason I
Okay.
gave you that was because I decided to sponsor you because I had already sponsored Saul before. So,
So,
450 gold, and I already had
I thought I said Saul,
160.
sorry.
And then I got
no.
20 gold
saying my name like a Pokemon.
Saul.
or 200 because that was platinum. 200 platinum. So that gave
Saul,
me
learn Smash.
01.
Yes.
Anything else you guys want to buy?
I'm going to go ahead and go and see if,
300.
I can't really increase that without wisdom. And I don't think there's any, currently there's probably nothing that's available that will help me increase my wisdom score anyway.
No.
So,
130.
alright, so I bought a hero kit because stabilization's been a thing for a while.
And that's 80.
You have to be proficient to use that, basically.
Oh, I have 50 gold
You can't
pieces.
just use healer's kits.
Yeah.
You can use healer's kits.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
pretty
still
sure,
gonna
yeah.
roll medicine if you're trying to help someone
Yeah, you
and
still
see if
gotta
that
roll
works.
medicine, and if you're
But
not
it's just
naturally-
gonna, if you're not proficient with it, it's not gonna be as useful. Or, yeah, because you have to be someone who knows medicine technically to use it.
Oh, I understand that, but I also know that if I at least have it with the group, that means that when we're trying to stabilize people, we will be a little better off.
Well, I think that my medicine score is pretty good, so if you can't use it, I might
I'll
be
give
able
it
to
to
help.
you. I just
Yeah.
wanted to buy it for the group because
So basically, it's a small
we
bag
have an
with.
estimate of
It's
one
like
person.
a health kit, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically it's a healer's kit that has 10 charges in it, and once we use it 10 times, it's used up. You'll have to buy. You'll have to buy another kit at a reduced cost to essentially restock it. So I go ahead and give you the healer's kit that I bought.
Okay.
Anything else
Alright. Alright.
before?
Me and Shiina are well outfitted with jewelry now, so we look
Right.
stunning.
Okay, so
Fabulous! Alright,
So-
so I'm gonna give Saul his part of the iron powder and silver powder.
okay,
that I
so he hands
purchased.
you 2 bags, Saul. One that has powdered metal and one that or iron, and the one that has powdered silver.
So
Oh,
I give that.
so
I
nice.
give some of it to him.
So Nob is just thankful. He's like, oh, thank you.
Uh-huh.
For spell components. I would say by this time the sun is ending because it's currently it's about 7 in the about more or less 7 as you guys spend your day shopping.
Yep. So we went ahead and I get that stuff. We take care of that. Gnarr has established he does not have enough magnetism for animals, and
Arianwyn, you are scheduled to meet tonight as well with at the tavern, Bronze Task Tavern, basically, with someone. So it's up to you if you want to meet her now.
Yeah, I'll tell the party where I'll be if they need me, and I'll head towards the place.
Okay.
Okay.
Cue sexy saxophone music.
One moment. So, who's coming with Arianwyn, by the way?
Does he need backup?
It's up to you, because it's only Arianwyn, basically.
Yeah, it's up to Arianwyn to decide if he needs backup.
Hey, Arn, you need backup at all, or are you fine?
That should be alright. I'm just going off to meet an acquaintance of mine who apparently has some information we could use.
Okay.
But if someone wants to tag along, make sure I don't get, like, snuck up on, ambushed, and clubbed over the head a few times. That's always handy. Plus, worst case scenario, we can go out for drinks.
This sounds like a job for Gnarr.
Okay, so
I could
Sheena's
accompany.
gonna offer Arianwyn, do you need the carpet? You wanna use that?
No, I don't need the carpet. We're not going that far.
Yeah, it's just a tavern at the docks at the city, basically.
Okay, dokes.
So who's coming with
Well, then
Arianwyn?
If Gnarr's gonna accompany, then I guess I could hang back. I should be fine.
How about you, Shiina? Are
Yeah,
you
you
coming
can-
with them?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Okay, so all four of you
never mind,
then.
I guess-
I need to show myself
Come
off.
on. So I appreciate, Saul, that you decided to take an interest in the fighting arts as well as your mage hand wizardry.
Well, I guess I can also accompany, but yeah, I've grown proficient with the martial arts, as as it was shown in our last encounter.
So you understand how to hold a sword then?
Oh, I still prefer my staff.
Okay.
As much as cowardly as it seems, I still prefer my staff and a shield. Or I should honestly pick a spear and shield, but I have a soft spot for my staff.
Whatever the case is, since you have decided to start picking up arms, it is just and right in the name of the Lord that we start practicing at dawn. After you do 100 push-ups and after I'm finished reading, we shall spar until breakfast. Every day.
That is reasonable.
Alright, so you guys go to this tavern, Arianwyn, alongside with your three friends or three companions. You see this old ramshackle bar, basically, that has a sign, a wooden sign that has painted on it the name Bronze Stash Tavern. There is a bull's head attached to it with bronze horns poking out of its head as a symbol or some sort of sign of this tavern. And it's like a cowboy type tavern, basically, where there's this push-up doors as you enter. The place is packed with people. There's 3 people playing instruments on one side. There's what you call a barmaid, or what you call barkeep, who's polishing a wooden mug with an eye patch and a bald head and a full-grown beard. The people here are what you call a mix of sailors, sweaty sailors, basically. Look like pirates from point of view. People that looks like they don't want to mess with them because they look armed. Some of them look like mercenaries. They are half orcs, basically. Mostly fishermen, some human, some half elf. Some are just drinking, some are just talking. The others look like they're sleeping from too much ale. Most of them are sober. Arianwyn, I want you to roll perception check. No, basically the boy is with you, so no, don't bother. I would say the boy that told you that the person you're meeting is ready to meet with you goes around the corner of the bar at the left side, and you see sitting at this tavern at the very corner of this bar is a woman, basically a tiefling woman with black slick hair, with 2 curved horns on the back, on the side of her head, pointy ears, one of which has a small gold ring, like a hoop on its, like a piercing on its ears, wearing a black lace choker. and she's wearing this slutty dress, basically a mixture of a black dress with lingerie black dress, wearing black high heels, that purple skin, red eyes, and red luscious lips, basically holding a red wine as if sitting there bored. This is what she looks like, to give you guys a little perspective. Let me know if you see her.
Yep.
Yep, there she is here.
She is a tiefling.
The young boy looks at you and points and says, "Well, that's her. Come." And he just walks to the ground. The people here look at you funny because you guys are an odd group of people, considering Gnarr is a half-orc. Shiina, you're the only dragonborn at the bar, and Saul, you fell out of place basically, as you feel weirded out as a monk basically is walking alongside this group of people.
Well, Saul's fine. He's heavily armored at this point. He's probably fine. Maybe.
So as you approach this lady, the boy approaches the lady and says, "Well, here they are, just like promised." The lady looks up to you while holding a glass red wine, just jingling it, and looks at you. "Ah, there you are. I was starting to get bored." And then looks around you to see that you have company. The boy looks at her and says, "Well, I brought him. I don't know if you want the others, but he's here." The lady just nods and grabs something on her pockets on her sides and hands the boy a couple of gold coins. Says, "Yes. Well, I'm done." And then the boy wanders off. Currently this is a round chair. There's a round table, a wooden round table. And there are 3 available wooden chairs, basically. So one of you will have to stand.
I'll lean up against the wall.
Oh, okay. The tiefling girl looks at you, Arianwyn, and says, "So, you're here. I didn't expect you to bring friends. I was only expecting you. But that's fine, I guess. If you trust them, then that doesn't matter to me."
Yeah, of course I trust them. They've saved my bacon on multiple occasions at this point, so...
And have given you bacon on more than one occasion.
That too. Speaking of, would you like some bacon? And I'm gonna pull out a piece of the orc bacon.
No, I'm fine. She just drinks the wine. I'm not hungry. And I have much more work to do, so I can't stay here for long. So, I have something
I guess.
I have something that you might find useful.
So I've been told.
The only problem is, for the life of me, I can't seem to remember what it is. Maybe a little clatter and jingle of metal coins would refresh my memory. As she scratches her head, smiling at you.
Here, I can toss you a gold piece if that'll lube your wheels a little.
She looks at
Go
it.
ahead.
Seriously? A gold?
I snap my fingers and motion for the barkeep and order a round of ales and bread.
So that's gonna be, I would say, 5 silver? Oh no, depending on what expensive ale you're buying.
Oh, I'm buying the mid-range ale.
Okay, so, what? Sorry, what's that?
I'm buying the mid-range ale, so...
I would say if it's a mid-range, that would cost you... Yeah, I would say it costs you 2 silver per mug.
Okay, I buy 5 mugs of one for everybody, and then I go ahead and order up like a shank or a loaf of bread to split with everybody.
So that's gonna be 3 copper pieces for the bread.
Okay.
You're giving a French bread, basically.
You give me a loaf of French bread and a round of ales. And I've adjusted my thing accordingly, gave a tip.
Okay.
And I go ahead, make sure everyone has an ale while we talk.
Okay, so from your...
Except for bribery person.
She just drinks her wine as you're ordering. Still
So,
looking at the
go
gold
ahead.
piece.
So I go ahead and speak in Abyssal. It said, I know you probably understand this, so what is it going to cost us to actually talk business?
Well, I can definitely tell you my information is not cheap. And she looks at you, Arianwyn. They're quite pricey, for they may be valuable to people.
She
And
doesn't
quite
even
rare.
acknowledge what I said in Abyssal.
Well,
She talks in
Here's the
in
thing.
common. She talks in common as a reply, basically.
Okay.
well, here's the thing. I'm mostly broke. I've got a couple of gold pieces left to my name because me and my friends just had a day on the town. I can give you an IOU. I mean, I should be able to find you easily enough.
Well, you don't have to
And
give me gold if
I'm
you don't
going
have
to-
gold. You can give me gems.
I'm going to add to the find you easy enough with an intimidation check, and I'd be like, yes, we have ways of sending out people that we want to find quickly.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
I said, so I'm going to go ahead and add to his thing to help with the negotiations,
Mm-hmm.
where I'm going to be like, yes, we do have ways of finding people again that we need to find quickly.
And can Shiina do detect thoughts to see if she's just, if this is just a ruse and she's just trying to get money out of them, or?
I'm gonna look at detect thoughts. One moment. So, remove a spell slot. Shiina.
It's a second level.
Yeah. So remove a second level spell slot. Detect thoughts. So because you can peer into her, to her deeper thoughts, basically.
Right.
Unless you're only looking at the surface thoughts.
I want to know the value of the information, and if possible, the information itself, if she's willing to if she's actively thinking about it while she's
Does
talking.
she have
to him.
sleight of
That's-
hand
You
to
can
while she's
choose an
casting?
intelligence of 3 or lower. Doesn't speak any. You initially learn the surface thoughts of the. Are you looking at the surface thoughts only, or are you gonna pry in deeper because she has to make a save?
I would like to pry in deeper to see if I can get the information out of her without pain.
Insight into its reasoning. Social state and something looms large. That's clever. What's the saving throw of this? What's the saving throw of detect? I'm pretty sure there's a saving throw of that. Check if it succeeds. Intelligence check.
Yes, it's an
But
intelligence.
intelligence check. If it succeeds, the spell ends. No, she fails. So, Shiina, you do hear her. You hear her talking on her head like, cheap bastards. Really, a gold? Well, how amusing. A big waste of my time. Too bad they don't know what information I have. You do know that based on her talk that she does know something, and it's not. She's not trying to rip you off, basically. That's what you get.
Okay, but is she?
She's currently not thinking what.
She's not currently
yeah.
thinking about it.
Yeah, he's just he's more focused on the gold piece that Arianwyn lied on the ground.
Can I roll a, let's see, passive perception? Can I roll a perception check on each day?
Guys.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm putting a thing in the chat. She's still detecting thoughts, so just bombard her with questions. I put it in the
Yes,
chat.
as I was going to say, I was just reading that part. We just need to ask questions and to
So
get
I
her
go
thinking
ahead and
about it.
ask her directly.
Otherwise Saul rolls his eyes and what is it? He burns a third level spell slot just for this to Arianwyn. He does sending to Arianwyn. To Arianwyn he just says $500 diamond in your bag.
Oh, wait, what about the $500 diamond in my bag?
Oh, as payment.
Do you say that out loud, or is this out of character?
Sending spell.
No, sending. I'm thinking back to
Back
him.
and forth mentally.
Oh, okay, sending. Good to know.
So I don't know what's
with
going on.
25 words, all
Saul,
Saul, he just rolls his eyes and he's just like 500 gold piece diamond in your bag if you need payment. We have 2 of those.
So I go ahead. I don't know what's going on, so I'm just going to start asking her questions
Okay.
because I don't know what everybody else
Yeah.
is doing.
Sheena's gonna also ask questions too. So you go ahead and fire away.
So I ask her, it's like, so I'm sure that you feel that your information's worth more than a gold, But what would this information pertain to that would require us to find such value in what you do?
Let's just, it has something to do with Arianwyn.
That's great, but I'm also one of Arwen's companions.
That's
and,
all I'm saying. If you want my information, you need to pay for it.
I throw down another gold piece. Now you're talking to me. So,
While we're doing this, I'm gonna go pull Arianwyn aside and ask him and say, excuse me for a second. I have to ask Arianwyn something really quick. It'll only take a second. So I'm gonna pull him aside in this loud bar, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, you got a minute? You gotta ask questions. If she's gonna want to talk to you, ask questions, because I cast one of my spells that I can hear what's going on. So before you start forking out money, I might be able to get
roll stealth check, Shiina, as you say that.
Roll what?
Roll
stealth check. You're trying to be quiet when you're saying this.
Okay, I'm not far enough away.
I don't know. It might even be still a sleight of hand.
No, just roll stealth check, because technically she has an ability.
Okay, it's a 16 natural, so
16.
that would be...
As you're looking back, she's what you call, you notice, now roll perception to see what you got from
see what she's doing? Okay.
To see what you observed.
11.
11.
Hold on, let me look at my sheet. That's a natural. I didn't add anything to it. My perception. So that's a 15.
Yeah. You notice that as you're talking to Arianwyn, she's looking at your lips.
No. Can she read Dragonborn lips? She's talented.
Yeah, because Dragonborn lips are hard to read.
And Arianwyn, as you know, informants are very good in terms of information and getting information. Basically, considering she's an informant, that means she's very good at getting information. That's her ability.
Yep.
And you know that Hazel works.
A player and a rogue, I already know what's going on.
Yeah, and you know that Hazel herself works for 2 Thieves Guild, so technically she's very good at what she does.
All right. So this is what I'm going to go ahead and do.
She's just looking at you, what you call unpleased, basically.
I'm gonna look back and ask, is this about my brother?
You have 1 minute. What you call Shiina? You get a tingle. You get a tingle. You get a tingle on her head. That it has probably something to do with that.
Okay, and I just nudge him.
You see her, what you call, you see her look at her finger and kisses it, and then you feel that Shiina, the spell that you have is gone.
Oh, okay.
And she's glaring at you, Shiina.
Yeah, you're not an illusion wizard, so she probably detected it, no problem.
And she's now what you call looks at you, Gnarr, and then just drinks her wine, what you call unpleased by the presentation.
Oh, that's good. Well, I already threw her a gold to say that she's talking to me now too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Saul just freaking rolls his eyes. Who has the bag of holding?
I am the bag of holding holder because nobody else bought one.
Alright,
That's right.
Saul just walks up to you, opens up the bag of holding and pulls out his 500 gold piece diamond.
I gave you that a while ago, but okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, well then Saul takes out... Well, there was 2 of them. Did you hand them both or just one?
No, you just gave me one of them. So I gave you I gave it to you back last session.
Oh, yeah, but we had 2.
Yeah, you have 2.
Where's the other one?
It was in the bag of holding.
Okay, nobody told me that.
Okay, so keep that in
So he
mind.
takes out the other one in the bag.
So remember, keep that in mind, who asked what, because if you don't remember that you have it, I would say you don't have it. That's the thing. So remember, when you buy things, you put it on your sheet.
Anyway, Saul just takes out the 500 gold piece, diamond, and he just nonchalantly just walks up to Arno and he just puts it in his hand, and then he just walks back.
She's currently looking at you right now, Saul, with a diamond. And I thought you guys were broke. It turns out maybe I'm wrong.
No,
Anyway, go
I
talk to
said
Ard.
no. I said I'm broke. I have 16 gold pieces to my name after the one I offered you.
We, however, are more rich than our friend.
You just
bought
gave
them.
me a
No,
gold.
I'm
I'm not pleased. You just gave me a gold piece. I am not pleased.
Oh, I know. He gave you a gold piece, and I gave you a gold piece, but that's because I'm not taking you seriously because you have not shown me that you're worth more money right now. So you need to give us something that we can use so we can go ahead and raise the stakes a little bit. That gesture towards the gem.
He looks at you, is it Saul? Well, right now my discussion is with him, and he looks at you, Saul.
Nope, I handed
And
it
what's your
towards
name,
Arianwyn.
young man?
Saul rolls his eyebrows and he's just like, no, the discussions with the big demon man and the suave elf over there, that's why I handed them the jewel. This
So-
isn't my place. I blow things up or I hit things with my stick.
Yeah,
As he
I'm the
walks
one
away
who-
further.
I'm the one holding the nice chunk of shiny rock right now.
He looks at you, Saul, and says, if you come with me, I can show you what I can do.
No.
I prefer not.
Ah, typical. He looks back at you, Gnarr. Alright. So, if I give you what you want, would you give me that diamond then?
You're going to have to give us that and an IOU. I know how much that gem is worth, and I know how much you're worth, just
Oh,
based on
really?
the conversation we had for 5 minutes.
Well, it's not about me. It's about the information I have. That's that's
Oh,
what
but
makes
that's
it worth
the
it.
thing. You see, just like that glass of wine there, the information that you contain is that red liquid you're drinking. And that could be emptied and refilled. The glass isn't gone because you emptied it. It will refill. So I'm thinking that that diamond also gets us another bit of information needed. Because I know how much that thing's worth. And I'm pretty sure that you are probably willing to abide those rules. Because it's only a simple extra favor. It's not really anything that hard for someone of your caliber. After all, I mean, a lovely lady such as yourself with such ravishing horns and elegant tail could very easily...
She yawns
Loosen-
as you're talking.
Right.
I'm getting
Or are
bored.
you? Okay. I
Anyone
slammed down
else
my
who's
drink.
not a talker? Because I'm getting bored. And she just drinks or what?
Natural
He is on the...
26 to intimidate. It's like, you're
Okay.
doing business with us now. That's the deal.
She drinks or wine. Okay. I'll tell you this for a starter. It has something to do with his brother. He points at Arianwyn. And
I say we already know that.
that's
That's not worth a gold piece. Keep going. What
Oh,
else do you
don't
know?
worry. I don't plan on stopping just yet.
Okay.
I also heard about a group of people, one of which involves a half wood elf with blonde hair. He looks at you, Arianwyn, who mess with the merchant lord with the name Mr. Nicholson.
Wouldn't know anything about any blonde half wood elves that messed with him.
I also know that half elf has 4 companions with him, including a horned half orc. He looks at you, Gnarr. A dragonborn. He looks at you, Shiina. There's only 4 of you, so I'm not sure where the other one is. And also a human man. He looks at you, Saul.
Well, I don't know what group you could possibly be talking about. I am full-blooded
wood
wood
elf.
elf, thank you. So,
Well, I
it couldn't
said
have
wood
been
elf.
me and my companions.
Well,
couldn't have...
the thing is, one of the person that was taken from that place hates a man named Arianwyn.
Another wood elf named Arianwyn, or a half
No,
elf named
there was a
Arianwyn.
woman
How
from the
convenient.
mine that was said to be rescued and said that there's this wood elf named Arianwyn that she hates so much. Because she... Yeah, she.
Oh.
But that's not the important part. You see, the information I have is about your brother who apparently used to work for that mine. Except he was taken somewhere else.
That
By someone
is
who works
information.
by someone who works...
That is information.
Go ahead.
That is information I have acquired in my various adventures.
So you have. Well, apparently this man who took your brother works with Mr. Nicholson. This tiefling man. But for some reason I can't remember his name or what he is. He looks at you, Gnarr. Maybe that diamond would refresh my memory. Just a smile.
It's quite a bit of information, but like I said before, the deal still stands. The information we want today, plus a favor later.
How about this? You give me the diamond or I stop talking.
Well, you already did.
Oh, you give the diamond already?
No, you already stopped talking.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm still holding on to the diamond, but
Okay.
I haven't gotten any information worth however much this diamond is.
What I do this time.
Well,
I
let's
give my
just say
whole-
I know who the person who took your brother is, and possibly where he is.
This
but-
time I hold out 5 platinum in my palm.
I want the diamond.
Oh, I know you want that diamond.
Yes.
But here's 5 platinum to keep talking. Because like I said, the diamond will be part of this deal and part of another deal.
Oh no.
I mean,
My
it's
information
not-
is worth a diamond. I can guarantee you that because I'm not even allowed to say this. That's how
Oh.
that's how rare it is. So, diamond?
Well, I think I'll be the judge of that when I actually hear something I don't know.
She thinks for. I want you to roll Erwin persuasion check.
I'm going to help his persuasion.
What are you gonna
Like I
do?
said, I'm adding 5 platinum to this pot.
Okay, I would say roll with advantage then.
13 with advantage.
She looks and says, "You give me the diamond, and I'll tell what I need to know. Because clearly, you already broke the deal, considering one of your friend here tries to do something to my head." He looks at you, glaring at you, Shiina.
That wasn't part of any deal. You just sounded shady. You immediately started asking for money before you
Like
before
I
there's
said,
a value on the information. So
my
I
information-
thought maybe you were just pulling his leg, but it seems like you have real information. So
Oh, trust me, I do. I always do. That's what I'm good at. And I never fail to impress people who pays me well. So, she looks at you, Erwin.
Alright.
Trust me, my dear, if you want to save your brother, you have to give me that diamond very soon or you might not even see him anymore. Because
I cocked
time's
my
running
head
out.
at that.
Saul just rolls his eyes. He's just like, we could just get another diamond. Diamonds are, it's
I
fine.
mean, we literally have like 5 of these back at home.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
You say that out loud?
I say that underneath my breath.
Okay. She looks at you and says, "See? That's not a problem, considering how rich you are, apparently. So,
Yeah, but we don't waste our trinkets on people that aren't forthcoming.
And
So you're not being forthcoming, so why would we be forthcoming as well?
my information requires a price. You pay, you get the information. You don't pay, I don't give you anything."
You've gotten
And-
2 gold and 5 platinum so far, and you're going to get that diamond in exchange for information that...
She drinks your wine. I don't have
Hey.
long. I'm not sure how long I will be
So-
back.
So I think Shiina, she's going to use prestidigitation, whatever, and she's gonna sour her wine.
Moose pig.
She look. She
already knows that she's being magicked.
roll sleight of hand.
I
basically.
know, that's fine. I don't care if she knows. I'm like,
Okay.
okay, well, you can enjoy your wine, or you can keep, whining about how much we're not paying you.
She looks at the wine.
Let's get to work.
She looks at the wine and glaring at you, Shiina, and says, "I was enjoying that."
Well, we're not enjoying you battering back and forth about this
This
diamond.
this
The
conversation would be a
diamond's
lot
there.
easier if you
What-
just give me
what's
the
the
diamond and
information?
I'll tell you what I know.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure this is the only solution we have here, Art.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
So-
this is all we have.
Yes,
If you-
but I still want to have a additional meeting, so I think the diamond should also.
Oh,
pass.
I'm not sure that's gonna happen anytime soon, considering I have
Not
other
soon.
businesses.
But
Oh.
we have to guarantee that we're going to have you.
Yeah, he's back.
Internet died. What did I miss?
Nothing much. He's just still looking at the diamond.
So I
I
say,
soured her wine.
Yeah, he's not drinking the wine anymore. And
I
she's
just
still
simply
glaring
say
at
it's
you.
like, look, here's the deal. We are asking for additional services, and consistent.
Oh, I'm not
work
available for
like
additional services, my dear. You have to talk to my employer.
Okay,
Who's
so
your
you don't want to do
employer?
direct work.
Well, let's just say his name is not something to be said out in public.
Okay, then you can whisper it into my ear in addition for the diamond.
Or write it down, or use your own magic and show us on something the name.
I'll let you know when my employer wants to meet you. But right now, I'm more intent on giving Arianwyn his information if he wants it. That is, if he
I'm
gives me
gonna
the
start.
diamond.
I'm gonna start talking in thieves' cant with this lady.
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, okay, look, just be straight up. Tell me what you know. The diamond is yours.
I know who took your brother. I know where he might be. And I know that he is not what he is. And if you give me the
What
diamond,
in-
I'll let you know everything. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Because otherwise, you could get the information and not give me the diamond. So, I already told you what you might want to know. Just give me the diamond and I'll tell you the rest. That's how I work with clients. She hands over her hand. I'll give you, let's say 10 seconds. If I don't get the diamond, then the deal's off. I also have another appointment, so you might want to hurry before my next appointment comes. Because I don't have
Right.
long. And I hate waiting.
I'm just. Right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna give everybody the look, and I'm gonna give her the diamond, and I'm gonna put my hand on one of my hip daggers and be just nonchalantly and be like, okay, talk.
Okay, heads up with the look. What do you call it? Saul preps an action to cast a spell if she bails without saying anything.
Okay, what spell are you casting?
If she bails without saying anything, it would be hold person.
Oh, you're gonna hold
Okay.
prisoner. Oh,
Yes,
this is
if
gonna...
she bails without saying
If she
If she
runs
bails.
off.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna prepare a spell. Good to know. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. If she bails
She
without saying
follows
anything.
through with the deal, then no big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you gonna give her the diamond?
Yeah, I'm giving her the diamond after giving everybody in the party the look, and Saul gets it.
Okay.
I just crack my knuckles.
So, she grabs the diamond, unless you're fighting it, and looks at
Nope,
you.
I'm just tossing it into her hand.
Okay, she chucked the diamond. She catches it, looks at all of you with a smile and says, "That wasn't so hard, now was it?" And she
You
pockets
said
it.
you'd talk.
Yeah, I'll talk.
We're both respectable employees. We should be able to talk now.
Mm-hmm. She nods. She pockets the diamond, puts it in her side pocket, and he looks at you and when says, "You might want to sit down." Who's sitting, by the way? Except for Gnarr.
I already sat down,
The
so
other three are, I'm leaning up against the
No,
wall.
Saul is
I'm-
standing. He has yet to sit. He's still
I'm not
standing.
sitting.
Okay, so-
Sheena's standing.
So only
I'm the
Arianwyn is
only one
sitting.
sitting.
Okay. So
So we're just
Arianwyn...
standing around Arwen.
So after giving the diamond, she leans forward to you and when says, "Let's just say the person who took you is a tiefling man. His name is, well, he doesn't have a last name, but his name is Vorgalos. I'm gonna put that in chat.
Okay. $4.
It's in chat now. Yeah, at least that's his name. That's his title. At least Mr. Nicholson, from what I've gathered, his name is Mr. Vorgalos. Whether he has a last name or doesn't, that I do not know. Now, according to the people, he's a tiefling. But some people might disagree. Because apparently he's not a tiefling. He is something far more worse than a tiefling.
So a demon?
Well...
3, or are we talking demon, or are we talking like 3 tieflings in a trench coat here?
He leans in close to your face, Arianwyn, and says, even worse. And she says,
4 tieflings in a trench coat?
well, no, let's just say she is worse than your big friend here, and she points at your Gnarr. Because apparently, he's a pit fiend.
Jesus. Okay,
He's
so
a
that's
pit fiend?
Yep.
Jesus.
I wouldn't say out that loud, apparently.
That is not something like that.
What is that? A peak fin?
Pit
Pit
fiend.
fiend.
Basically, it's a devil.
Okay.
Imagine
Think of, like,
Gnarr,
the worst
basically.
devil you can think of without being the devil.
Mm.
Pit fiends are very formidable beings.
So,
Jesus.
I can't show you what
Yeah.
he looks like because you
They're
don't know what
awesome
he
in
looks like.
outfits.
I'm pulling one up right now.
Yeah, no, I can help with that. No worries.
Yeah.
So,
Pit fiend. That's
uh,
awesome. That's
They're-
that's what your familiar's name should be when you
Pit
get
fiend.
one.
I got
Yeah,
it.
like
Gnarr.
That.
Chris, don't worry. So,
I've already decided what I'm gonna do
Sheena will
for
be like,
later.
yeah, that's an interesting thing.
There's
Yeah.
one that I actually have an idea for that I'm gonna have to talk with Michael about later.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. What the hell?
So yeah. So they're intimidating. They're like devils, basically, muscular
They
devils.
are, in fact,
Yeah.
devils.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nasty.
Oh, they get worse.
And he leans in. She smiles as you guys are reacting to it. With slight, what you call, scary, basically. Says, well, that's not the worst part. If you think being a pit fiend makes him scary, no. That's the least of your problems, because it's gonna get way interesting. Considering your brother here doesn't have long. She drink. And,
Oh.
she leans in with her 2 arms on her head and says, it turns out that this Mr. Vorgalos is a powerful person. How would I say this? He is an ambassador from in the city known as the Brass City,
Jesus. Why?
and he is currently in a place called the Embassy. I would say Shiina, Saul, and Gnarr roll intelligence check.
Like history or arcana?
Depending on which role, it could be different. But this is not history basically, not arcana. Yeah, history because this is
Right,
not.
you know, roll history. You're very good at history.
It'd be 14 regardless.
Yeah, you don't know anything, Gnarr. Saul, Shiina, what do you roll?
You said we're rolling in
History. Roll
History.
history.
History check.
Okay, so where's
Sheena, I'm pretty 100% sure you have like a +10 to history or something.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you're a jack of trades.
But I rolled a 3, so I have a 13.
No, you don't know the play. How about you, Saul? Are you gonna roll? Or?
It's all got a whopping 7.
No, you don't know what that is.
Don't know what the Brass City is.
I got a 17 on a history check, if that
You would.
means anything.
No, you wouldn't, because you don't read books, so you wouldn't know. You wouldn't be
Books?
expert in this.
You don't
Is it-
need books, are-
I'm 115 years old, though.
Yeah, it is something you haven't heard,
I
basically.
ever need.
It's something you haven't heard, basically. That's what I meant.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't know you were illiterate, Arnwyn. That's what
Arnwyn, you
heard.
rolled a 17 and you still don't know.
Yeah, this is something that you have to be proficient in now, technically, in history. You have to be proficient in history.
He's just wood pulp. That's all.
Yeah, this is something a mercenary would not care about because this is way out of Erwin's
It not
information.
involve money.
Yeah.
I think I know locations though, wouldn't I?
Yeah, but you
Well,
haven't
I
heard
would-
the place. That's the thing. You haven't heard
Yeah, it's
any
not
place.
a like material plane location.
Hmm.
So he looks at it and says, "Well, if it helps, let's just say he is an ambassador at a place called the Embassy, at the city of Brass, which I believe to be somewhere outside this place, somewhere at the house, 9 house, perhaps. I would say most of you would know what 9 hell is. Because considering some of you are monks, you know that is like hell, technically, literally hell, where the souls of those who died and are not worthy to be with the gods are sent to be punished. So technically a city full of devils, which is probably not the best place to be.
Okay, well, keep talking.
So I'm guessing your brother is probably being tortured or being burned alive as we speak right now. So hopefully he's still alive. But he wouldn't have long.
So does he know something that's important? Is it information that's important that he's being tortured for, or is this?
Well, I do not know, other than I know that if the miners there are useless, if you're not useful to Mr. Nicholson, you get surrendered to this Mr. Fort Gallows, and then you get sent with him at the 9 hells.
So Mr. Nicholson is involved then?
Well, I'm pretty sure that the 9 hells don't use gold and platinum as currency in the 9 hells. They don't use gold or platinum as currency there. They have their own currency. And if I'm not mistaken, that currency is called... Let's gonna make an intelligence check real quick. Percentage. The currency is called soul coins.
Some coins.
You don't know what that is. None of you do.
Alrighty,
And
but
then
I'm guessing...
And then she says...
I'm guessing you know...
Well, well, from the term of it, let's just say when they kill someone, they may have purpose for their souls to turn them to currency. So it's either your brother is being burned alive right now, or your brother is being turned into currency. Either
and
way,
I'm guessing you wouldn't be coming to us with this information if you didn't know how to, or if you didn't know how to get there.
oh, trust me, I wouldn't be even telling this information if you didn't give me the diamond. Because that information is so darn dangerous, considering where you might be messing with the ambassador of the Embassy of 9 Hells. So no. Considering he's a
We've dealt
devil-
with worse.
Oh, well, good luck
Well,
either way.
Compared to what I've seen, I don't think so.
Yeah.
A 300? Is that really like for reals? 300?
Shush, it's bravado. We've dealt with worse.
Okay, so we've already
Okay.
talked about swinging nuts. Now let's go ahead and step up the plate.
Well, that's
Okay,
all the
but,
information I have currently.
So are you gonna show us where to this place? Are you gonna guide us there?
Oh no, I'm not gonna take you there. Are you kidding me? A
Oh.
pit fiend? I'm gonna die if
But
I
you-
go there with you. Who knows
But
what
you
could
know
happen
how
to
to
me?
get there.
Well, let's
So
just
you
say I
admit-
know people who can, but that's gonna cost you a lot more.
Lady, I just gave you a big diamond.
And you get the
You
information
shouldn't-
that you want.
I know you know how to get there. You wouldn't have had this information otherwise. is.
Oh no, I know someone who'll get there. I'm not gonna go there. Are you kidding me? I love this place. Nine Hells is not a place for me. Who knows what could happen to me out there? I could have my soul taken away from me. That's not something I'm gonna deal with anytime soon.
And that's not what I was asking. I'm asking, how do we get there?
The Nine Hells?
Probably some powerful magic. He looks at you, Shiina and Saul. These two probably can take you there if they know stuff. I'm not a magical person. I'm not good with magic or arcana or whatever that thing is. It's not my specialty. My specialty is information, which I just provided to you. To the point that it could get me killed.
You would know the information on how to someone who can get us there, because Saul just looks at himself and Shiina and is like, we are no near strong enough spellcasters to know how to traverse the plains.
Yeah, I've never been there before. I can't even...
I nudge...
He looks at you, Shiina, and says, and she's, she sees your outfit. You have a cape that...
we're supposed to go back to the Arcane College and
Yeah.
do a favor for a favor.
Do you say out loud? Do you say out that
Yeah,
loud?
so of course Saul says it out loud.
Yeah.
Saul always says
She-
everything out loud.
There you go. So, you hear Hazel say it. There you go. She points
But
at...
just in case that doesn't work out, who do you know that can get us there?
Well, there's a lot of people. Probably powerful wizards. I don't know much. I don't know any, honestly. I don't even know how my accomplice or my... Let's say my other friend got there. He didn't... He only told me this information.
Not know who powerful wizards are. That would be like information 101.
Well, let's just say, like I said, I don't deal with magic. That is something that is not my specialty. I deal with information.
And I roll my eyes and say in a whistle, that's a half-truth.
But
Shina's not buying it, but she's just waiting to see what happens between the two of them.
okay.
She's just watching. She's a spectator.
So, nudging Saul, I say in giant, it's like, we're probably going to have to call in a favor for a favor.
Saul replies in giant, seems so.
Okay.
Hazel sighs and says, giant. Interesting.
Oh, you like that? Then I go ahead and rattle off an Orcish. I also know Orcish. And then I say in Dwarven, I also speak Dwarven. And then in Elven I say, if this is more your fancy, I also know Elven.
She smiles at you and says, very smart. And I understand every single word you just said. You do realize I'm an informant, right?
Like I said, I go on the basis of muscles are not the only muscle in your body that needs to be worked out.
Trying to hide information to me is not gonna help you, my dear. I could
fine.
read you a mile away even if you try to hide it. She's just smiling.
That's cool.
Okay. Well, I know you said you had another appointment to get to. Since you got that diamond, how about getting me the contact information for your informant, just in case any of our things don't work out on getting to this place?
We know
Well,
that's a separate
I mean,
thing.
technically you have a student here that works for the academy. I'm pretty sure they have portals there who could gain access to whatever planes you need to go. But like I said, I am not dealing with...
I came from the academy because I'm not wearing anything from there.
Oh no,
Okay.
you have I would say you have patches of your clothes basically have a patch of the symbol of the academy.
She's not wearing...
I'm wearing Khadgar's cloak though.
Oh no, you just
Yeah,
have, it's just a robe basically, but you have the armor, the clothes that you're wearing are from
Talking
the
about the
academy.
vestments that you came
Yeah.
in with. Because unless you bought different clothing before traveling,
Yeah.
you're still essentially wearing the same.
Unless you bought an armor, but
Yeah, and I'm not
technically,
Narissa. I don't walk around naked, so...
Yeah.
Ooh la la.
or you can, or unless you have
Ew,
a
Dragon
way to
Balls.
change your appearance.
But I'll behave.
So technically, the
But,
clothes that you have is the uniform of the academy, but you have the robe
Okay.
basically. which is the Khadgar's robe. So that's just a cape.
No, I didn't think about that. So, guys, I'm eventually going to need to get clothes because I don't want people associating me with the academy if I'm doing things that could earn me enemies.
I just kind of pat you on the back. It's like, I got you covered.
Oh, trust me, the three of you would not last long. I'm pretty sure your friend here, he points out Gnarr, would fine considering he's I think, more like a devilish guy. The three of you, including you, especially, he looks at you, Saul, are probably gonna die a horrific death. Which is why I don't want to interfere what you guys are gonna do.
I just told her, it's like, unfortunately, but it's also one of those things that you were lucky to be born with irises and pupils. Because unfortunately, yes, Gnarr has just 2 glowing yellow eyes, and that's it.
As you guys are talking, you sense what you call 2 figures approaching you from behind. These 2 black hooded robes, basically. Their faces are covered to the point that you can only see their eyes. They have swords or scimitars on their sides, and they're just standing behind you guys. One of them is what you
I'm
call...
leaned up against the wall, so they're standing behind me.
Yeah, one of them has his arms crossed, looking at what you call Hazel, and says, "Mom, Hazel, we need to go." Hazel looks at the 2 figures and says, "Oh, speaking of appointment, I'm guessing my I would say my other appointment is here to pick me up. So I guess we're
so
done
they
here."
have like cloaks and scimitars, right?
Oh, they're holding scimitars on their belts, basically.
And
Yep,
they have
they're
like
holding-
black cloaks and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I still have this prepared since fucking forever.
No.
So, Saul, being, Saul, casts locate objects on the silver mask. Does it ping off those 2 idiots?
Nope, you don't. The silver mask doesn't.
I would have said the necklaces.
Okay, you cast it again for the curved loop necklace. Does it ping off those 2 idiots?
Nope,
Harpers.
none.
Okay, pings it off for the Harper necklace. Are those 2 Harpers?
Nope.
Okay, they're unimportant, I guess.
So, use the spell slots for those.
Yeah,
Yep.
of course. I burnt all my 2nd level spells.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah, okay.
So,
So, what you call Hazel stands up and is walking away. Unless you guys are
before she
gonna...
leaves, I go ahead and tell her, it's like, if I pay for it now, will you give us directions to additional informants?
Oh, sorry, I don't do that. That is something that you have to talk to my employer.
Well then,
And
we're talking
winks.
about actually your employer, so what do you think? 50 gold for a name?
I'm just gonna whisper to him, "Don't worry about it. I've got my own chain of people I can talk to."
Okay, and when he does that, I drink the rest of my ale and put it down. I said, I guess our business is done then.
She smiles and leaves with accompanying the 2 guys that approach you, and the 3 of them leave, leaving you guys at the tavern, basically.
So, that being known, say today's been very informative. Before the night concludes, I want to go ahead and take Shiina to a tailor so she can get proper measurements.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Saul
a
wants
great
to
idea.
sleep.
So, yeah, you guys will go ahead and
Also,
go.
Saul now has powdered silver, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Also,
Okay.
Saul,
Okay.
the thing that Arianwyn gives you is what you call a headband of intellect.
Okay.
So basically, if you have
Oh.
intelligence lower than 19, it becomes 19 automatic.
There you go. It's even better than the book, bud.
But it's like a
It's
belt
It's
of...
not better in the book than anyway, Gnarr. The book lets you get an intelligence of 22.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, it
I thought it was
doesn't.
only a +2.
No,
The-
the book lets you get an intelligence of the 22. That's
No,
the
it
point of the book.
it adds what you call, it adds 2 basically to your intelligence.
Yeah, but it adds 2, but it also adds to your maximum
Yeah.
plus 2.
Oh yeah, the maximum.
So
is
you
plus
can
2.
get up to 22.
Yeah, maximum.
So
Yeah.
it would get me to 18, and then I can go up to 22, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yes. So that's why it's meant for spellcasters.
I understand now.
So you
But
have what you call, you have a headband of intellect. So
But the thing is, I'm already doing my like bullshit strength wizard. So the thing I'm looking for now is a belt of giant strength of any kind, because I already have my headband of intellect, so I don't need
But
the
you got
book.
the gauntlets to give you a 19.
Yeah,
That's
I know,
right.
but I want a belt because I don't want the 19 strength. I want higher strength at this point.
That's fair.
yeah.
But all right. So what I do is I take out Shiina for investments. I throw 30 gold out to go ahead and get her silk traveling robes, so that she.
Yeah, that's not. That's not. That would work. That's not a problem. So you pay. Take 30 gold. You have the fight. You have technically nobles, traveling codes basically. So technically, just like Narissa. So you have a merchant lord's traveling clothes, 30 gold.
Well, we made sure to get
Okay.
them custom tailored because you have a different shape. So we wanted to make sure that.
Yeah, that's not gonna be hard enough.
And basically, like Gnarr said, it's like the reason that I'm doing all these things for you is because I want to make sure that it's cemented that we are on the same team. We have interests best for us as a group.
So basically, you have
Hey,
Shida. You have a red
Arnold.
robe with fur, like a fur coat, basically.
Okay.
A silk fur coat.
Arnold.
I don't
Yes,
think Sheena
forgot I was
red,
muted.
Just letting you know.
Can you accompany me, aka Saul, to buy vials of water so I can make holy water? Because it seems like we're probably gonna need it.
Yeah, of course.
Also,
We still
DM,
have
this
some in
is-
our water skins too.
Yeah, I know, but I need like little glass vials or something. Also,
Oh,
DM,
okay.
can we dip our weapons into the holy water, or do we have to throw the holy water?
Depends basically. I would say it's. I would say it would
It's
be.
up to DM discretion, because in canon you can only throw it, but that's really dumb and I hate it. But if that's up to you, it's up to you.
Technically, it would be a lot more if you bless the weapons.
Yeah, I know,
Oh,
but
I
the
see
thing
what
is
you're
that
saying.
I can only make holy water. I can't bless weapons.
Oh yeah, so that's the problem though.
Yeah. So can you dip the weapon in holy water or no?
I would say it will give you 1 round to add damage, and then the effect would be gone.
Same thing as poisons.
Yeah.
Alright,
So
that's the
depending,
worst one,
just
that's
like
worse.
poisons technically. So there's a duration. So they're not gonna be entirely blessed. That gives you radiant damage the whole
Okay,
time.
so it gives you only 1 round of it.
Yeah, basically.
Okay,
so,
not the worst then. Okay, so then I need, Arianwyn, I need glass vials so I can make shitloads of holy water.
I go ahead. I hand you 4 platinum and say, "Go get your glass."
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure we could find a shop to get these, easily enough.
Alright, well, Saul's gonna march along with Arianwyn.
I would say
to get
it's
glass
not gonna
vials.
cost you too much. You can go to the chapel or to the church of the city, and you can get holy water as much as your canister can carry or your bags can carry.
No, we're
Okay.
gonna go get like a metric buttload of glass vials and just make our own. It'll be cheaper.
Well, no,
How
the
much?
thing is that since I'm an acolyte, he says I can get it for free.
Yeah, but not too much.
Oh.
Like, not a barrel, because technically they don't have that much. Because it
Okay,
takes
that's
time
the
to
thing.
make
I want to
them.
make a barrel's worth.
Oh, that's gonna be impossible because it's gonna take time. They don't have that much, and they're not gonna give you that much technically. They can give
Yeah,
you a
but I can
vial.
make
So-
that much.
So let's just go with the plan of us getting, like, just a bunch of glass vials and, like, water from somewhere, and we can bless it ourselves over, overnight or something.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what I
possible.
can do.
So I would say you have canisters or water skins, and you
So I
have
can bless the water skin?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can definitely do
I still have
that.
mine.
It's
Alright,
water,
so
unless
water skin?
unless the water skin you have is not water and wine. So technically it's up to you. But yeah,
Alright, so then that'll take me 4 hours. Everyone, can you hand me your water skins real quick while I go home and bless these for 4 hours and 40 minutes?
Sure, and I'll
technically
toss
the
my
water-
thing in.
remember we filled them at the place. Did we drink all the water in our water skins?
Yeah, I would say some of
think
the, I would say, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
probably drink it
Alright.
from your travels.
All right. Here you go.
I grab all the water skins and I head to the house. For the next 4 hours and 40 minutes, I bless them with the
Yeah.
ceremony spell.
Easily done, no problem.
Alright, well then when they get home, I'll just hand them their blessed water skins.
Okay.
Okay.
With
So
the blessed, water.
Mm-hmm.
And, Saul then goes to bed. Be a sleepy boy.
So what do you guys plan to do next?
Well, before Arianwyn and Shiina go to bed, I go ahead and have a pull them aside and they say, "Here, have a tea with me before bed. I would like to consult with you."
Hey, sure.
Okay. So
Okay, Mama has prepares tea.
I prepare tea and some sweet biscuits
Mhm.
and have a seat and I
Oh,
say,
5 milliliters. Okay.
well, the only reason he's not involving you with this is Saul is because he already knows where he stands with you.
Yeah.
This is something else. So, it says, before I go to sleep tonight, I wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that I, for what it's worth, I trust both of you. We have encountered many a combat, and though you were newer to the group than Saul and Marissa to me, I want you both to know that you have shown me that you can carry your weight in battle, and that you are formidable opponents on the battlefield. That being said, that is the reason why I'm investing in our future together as a traveling group. That's why I've been dumping a lot of money into Shiina to make sure that she is comfortable and battle ready, and why I've been dumping money into Arianwyn, which I will be dumping more into later, to make sure that Arianwyn is also battle ready. Because while Arianwyn does have his impressive skills that allow him to gain advantageous damage increased points, I want to make sure that we are all ready for the road ahead, because you see, I already know it's not going to be easy. He drinks his tea. But as someone who plans to one day run his own clan, I will be looking to the future to make sure that I make allies such as yourselves to call upon when I need aid. So I spend this money as an investment towards my future as well as yours, and hope that you also favor in kind what I bring to the table.
Okay. Well, Sheena's like, yeah, that's kind of why I helped with the great sword thing too. So
And I appreciate and understand that.
we're on the same level.
Making sure, if it's not
All
said,
right.
ears do not hear it.
Mhm.
What about you,
You keep
Arianwyn?
making bacon, man. That's some good shit.
You'll be able to count on me anytime.
Good. Very good. Well, Arianwyn, if you were still a mercenary when this comes around and I have my own clan, you could definitely count on continued business with my clan. As far as Shiina goes, I appreciate your generosity towards getting me that weapon, because I do believe that helped turn the tides in that city, because there were definitely some times where I think it came in real handy with a pinch. But the reason for this is to make sure that we are on the same page, because the time ahead might be rough, and we will be tested repeatedly.
Mm-hmm.
And it is not easy for someone to say this that has been thrown aside from family to try to learn how to trust people again. But I value you as friends, and that is not taken lightly. And I want to make sure that you understand the weight that holds for my book. That's why I'm aside for tea and why we have meals regularly. As you always need allies, you do not dine with enemies. So, finishes his tea. We'll leave you with that to think about tonight. And for what it's worth, I appreciate what each of you bring to the table. And let that be known that even though I'm out in the battlefield, whirling dervish of blood, guts, and glory, that does not mean that I forget who I am taking care of while I take those hits. It just increases why I'm doing it, and why I will not go down without a fight to make sure that we're all standing.
Same here, brother.
He snorts and just nods his head and says in Elven, sometimes the vines that coil around the oak's base tend together better than the roots itself, which roughly translates into Elven as strong bonds hold the whole thing together, not just a strong base. So,
Arianwyn raises his glass to it.
and
So, Shiina.
it's done, and he made sure that it was a good milk for the same. So he nods and turns off to bed.
Okay. So I would say you guys sleep. Do you guys plan anything on what your next adventure would be? Or where do you guys would be going next?
Well, we have
Next
to go to the
stop would
academy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, next stop is probably finding a way to go to literal hell.
Because you have other components that you have the book technically, and I would say you would remember this, but one of them is actually, as mentioned before, one of them is something.
Why? Why is that a component?
Yeah, you remember it clearly when
That clicked
Hazel
with me
mentioned that.
when he said Pit Fiend. I'm like, oh no, we actually need to kill him, or at least maim him.
Not kill, just take the horn and then book the fuck out of there.
Easy sleight of hand check, guys. I got this.
Yeah, pull it out of its
Even
head.
though the horn is missing
Oh my
until
God.
he looks at himself in the mirror later.
Because that can be done, sure. Yeah, so I would say you guys sleep. You get the long rest. You gain all your spell slots, your hit points. Did you buy, Shiina? Did you buy the spell scroll, the first level spell scroll?
No, I did not.
Okay, it's a good that you buy. Okay.
Because I ended up getting the gosh, what did I write down? The ring. I got the
Okay.
healing potion, the
someone left.
apprentice,
Oh,
the
Chris.
ring of distance.
Oh, Chris. Okay. So, as you guys plan your next journey, where do you guys plan to go? As the next day arrives, technically.
We're probably gonna obviously have to go to the Arcane University thing and, and travel, yeah.
Because I would say, Shiina, the information you got from the book, basically from your history check before, the Frostbite Mountains. If you look at if you guys look at the map, basically, one moment.
Yeah. They're right just beyond the Montira horizon. Okay.
And I would say because you roll a nat 20 before when you were at the book, you know what Montero Horizon is basically. it's not very hard to find information about the place because it's very well known and very notorious, as a matter of fact. So Montero Horizon basically is a section of the island, Dragosha. At least 1/4 of the island is occupied by Montero Horizon. And it's like, think of it as Bermuda Triangle, technically.
Oh, okay.
So no one's allowed to go there, technically. No, it's forbidden. And there are no civilizations in that area, or at least in that part of the island. There are no cities, no towns, no villages. It's just 100% wilderness, basically, of endless mountains and trees. Based from what you gathered from reading books, being arcanist and a student, 85% of Montero Horizon is unexplored.
Oh, okay.
As a matter of fact, there is not even a well-known map about the place, considering if a cartographer or people who make maps go there to what you call to explore the area, most of them don't come back. And those who do not
Okay.
come back in one piece. You also know that for the Empire, or the Dragosha Empire, only allows adventurers and volunteers to explore the place once a month. So they do not go there, they do not allow people to go there on regular basis. You also know that typical or normal townsfolk or traveling civilians are not allowed to go there. So you have to prove to the Empire that you're powerful or well skilled enough to go there, basically.
Okay. All right. So if we go to the academy, is that something that I could possibly ask some of my...
You're not sure depending on what questions you're looking for, because technically this is out of their knowledge, considering this they never most likely they never
said
been.
she had room. She's been to different
Yeah, it's possible.
realms and things like that, so she might know a shortcut to get in there. That's what I was thinking. She
That's
had
a
all
possible.
the rooms.
That's a
Right.
possible. That's a possibility.
Okay.
The other, what was the other thing that you got? So that's the Frostbite Mountains. The other one, basically, let's check, is the, the Takara Blood Elixir, which is in Draconia, which is another island.
Right. Right.
So,
It's
basically...
it's in Draconia, you said?
You're not sure if it's there because technically Draconia fell about 2 years ago when it was attacked by a white dragon.
Right.
And the dragon was slain by a group of adventurers known only as, from your books, Vox Machina. And you heard Narissa as well mention that while you guys were in Nordshire. So that's one. You also know that the
cord storm.
yeah, the cord is in, there's a temple that may have it, which is where what you call Saul is from, which is Vasselheim. So that's one. And of course the other one, which is the Sun Ring, is from Nerissa apparently knows something about it. Is somewhere probably in Marquette, which is very far from you guys. So that's more than a week's travel by ship or boat.
The Sun Ring is where?
It's somewhere in Marquette,
Market.
which is the other side of the continent.
Okay, because I was like, where is it? I don't, because yeah, everything is so spread out. Okay.
Yeah, so you have to travel. This is something. This is not. It's not all in the same island. That is something you have to travel across
Well,
the
that's why I
continent.
was thinking the planes with Trisvana and her being able to shift or go to whatever. She might be a good resource to also ask these types of questions.
Yeah. So she might know that. As well as you had the horn, which is the pit fiend horn. So now you know where to get that because you might deal with a pit fiend anytime
Yeah,
soon.
also all knows is that we're not equipped to deal with a pit fiend yet. Like a pit
Yeah.
fiend can literally kill us
Uh,
all at the same time, easily.
Yeah, you know that pit fiends are powerful devils. And normally, Shiina, because you're a student, you would know that devils like this are probably higher in rank. So there's a politics in Nine Hells, where the more powerful the devil becomes, that means the more dangerous that devil is. And Hazel, the informant that you talked with, mentioned that he's an ambassador. So technically, he's like a governor
Right.
in the city. So you're about to grab a horn or kill a governor and then grab his horn. So that's gonna be a little tricky. You don't know what the embassy is or what the brass city is, but if you look at your map, the city is not anywhere the map. So it's probably outside the continent or not even in the same planet. So you're
Okay.
not sure. It's probably considering it's 9 hells, so technically it's somewhere in a different realm or a different part of the world. So
Okay.
so now you're missing is the scroll, basically. So you don't know anything about the scroll.
Right.
So it's just a matter of where do you guys plan to go next.
Weirdly, the safest bet seems like the storm sphere.
Mm.
Weirdly enough. Even though Saul is just kind of a nobody from nowhere, the storm sphere kind of seems like the safest bet. Because a pit fiend is, you know, it's a pit fiend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Narissa's thing seems very, you know, hush-hush, kind of difficult. $5 says, you know, Cord is a very direct god. You probably just have to do a crazy trial and then, you know, you have a storm sphere. But, you know, that's
Also,
just
Saul, you would know
Yeah.
that the owner of the temple of Vasselheim is his name is Groom Stormbreaker. Oh yeah, is it not his name? Yeah, his name is one moment. Where is my notes? You know, the most powerful monk is Groom, basically, or Groon. Where is it? Unarmed strike. Earthbreaker Groon, basically. He is a monk and one of the powerful monks who is in charge of the Vasselheim. Aside from the High Priest. So that's his name. He's in the chat. So he's more, he's like the head monk of Vasselheim who is in charge of the Temple of Cord, which you and Gnarr worships.
Yeah, so that's the real thing. So it's up to you. I'm willing to go anywhere. If you want to go into hell itself, I'm willing to follow. Just, you know, if we die down there, we're kind of stuck down there.
Yeah, going to the 9 hells, if you die, chances are you're going, it's gonna be hard because it's hell. So you don't know what could happen. Considering also Narissa doesn't have power there. The Elder doesn't have power there because that's a different part of the world. You also have different places that you haven't visited. You visited Northshire. There are 3 different cities. There's Setsuna, Monortil, and Zatanis. What you call Arianwyn, your town is near Monortil, basically, which is an elven forest city. Oh no, you're right, yeah. So that's that.
Yeah, well, I'm sure wherever we go, we can deal with it, whatever comes at us.
So where do you guys plan to go next?
Probably a decision to make when everyone's here.
You can also talk to the Elder if you want. That's the thing.
Well,
you
we
can
need to
do.
wait till everyone's here. There's only 3 of us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I would
So we
say,
might-
yeah.
Call it a night, probably, because
Yeah.
there's only 3 of us.
Yeah, I would say you guys sleep, you guys gain your your spells and your health. And yeah, we're gonna end it there as you guys plan your next mode of action, technically.